is starting. The Captain Coder at the helm. Bean water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. Captain Coder here on this beautiful, I was going to say Tuesday, but it's Wednesday, folks. Is it Wednesday? Oh no, I better check. Do I have the days right? Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you happen to be in the world. Platoon salute. It's so nice to have the whole crew with us here. It is Wednesday, my dudes. What's happening? What's happening? Next month is February. Next week is February. Of course, next month is February. That's true. But the surprising thing is next month. No, dang it. Next week is February. So nice to have all you beautiful people here today. We got the whole crew here this morning. It's absolutely wonderful to have the whole crew with us. Whole crew's here. Next year is February, everybody. It's true, Captain Chica. Next year is February. Next year is next year. Did you know that? I didn't. Now I know. Chica, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know, because I had no idea. It was perplexing. I was like, what month is next year? Is next year March? No, next year can't be March. Next year must be July. Next year has to be July. Got it. Nailed it. Captain Anosa, are you sure? Are you sure? Tomorrow is today, and did you know that? Did you know that tomorrow is also tomorrow? Look, if tomorrow is tomorrow, no, tomorrow will be today. Once we get to tomorrow, it will be today. So tomorrow is today. The future, folks, the future is now. The future is now. Did you know that? But do you know what? Next month is also February, and yesterday was also today, and tomorrow will be tomorrow. It's true. True story, everybody. It's a true story. You know, Amazon said my googly eyes got delivered, but I can't find them anywhere. I gotta look this up. Hang on. I really wanted Captain Googles. Captain Google, it's kind of like off that beam. Look, we're on decaf Dramulks. We've been on decaf. I had caffeinated coffee on Saturday, but that's the only day. That's the only day I have had caffeine. Every other day this month has been caffeine free because I was all hopped up on coffee I thought was decaf. But it turns out it wasn't. We have the whole crew here. It's so nice to see all you beautiful people. Poostack, thank you for the first. Sorry you got gypped on that one. Yeah, my bot resets, and now you can't even do here for the day. Can't get your bonus points. Yeah, that was pretty rough. That was pretty rough. I'm sorry. So I have to my bot, when I turn off and back on, it resets the counter, and I just never turned it off yesterday apparently. Which is too much. Next T is K, where T equals last week, K is next month. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Clayman, welcome back. Captain Anosa, it's nice to have you with us on this beautiful day. 2 days left on that game jam. It always feels like you have a ton of time until you don't. Until you don't. We got Dramulks here as well. Dram, when's your game coming out? Dram, folks, you guys know Dramulks? Dramulks, incredible game developer working on his game, coming out 21XX, just like the Mega Man video games. 21XX. Mary Cat, I know you can't hear me, Mary Cat. See you soon. Your camera's, yeah, it's because it's attached. It's attached to my desk. So I don't know how. I get too animated when I'm touching things. It wiggles. Captain knows. I don't know how to do that. I could put on maybe some motion control or something. I think you would notice it, Lefts, if I had a green screen or a thing that removed the background. Don't touch things. Stop. Don't touch it. Don't touch anything. Yeah, I'm seriously considering. Let's see. I'm seriously considering getting a third leg for my desk. No worries, so long as you're aware. I'm aware that I'm a toucher. I'm a titchity toucher, which almost came out in a terrible way, and then that would have been a titchity toucher. I don't know what that means, but it's the combination of I don't know what that means. What is a titchity? Titchity. It's just a word I say. Titch-itty. Yeah, don't Google that. Don't Google that. I approve of both, and the other interpretation. Yeah, so I'm aware. Look, if I had a Poostack, let's be careful. Let's be careful here. See, if I had a green screen, then you guys wouldn't know I have. You wouldn't see these board games. If I had a green screen, you wouldn't see the board games. I've thought about. Oh man, my throat. My throat. Where's the outro? Sigian wants the outro. I know. We haven't made it yet. Sigian, time. Defeated by time. Also, I don't know where my water bottle went, so I'm stuck drinking out of a cup. What kind of freak drinks out of cups? But here we are. How many board games do I have? Too many. That's probably true, actually. I don't know how many we have. There's at least. I need to put together a list at some point. I probably have a few hundred games. I was a little, at least two, yeah. So I wasn't able to fit all of them on. I was really excited that I was going to have enough space for 4 shelves in this room, because I was like, oh, I'm finally going to be able to fit almost all my games. That was not true. There's not enough space for all my games, so there's still a bunch in the other room. There's a bunch in this closet as well. I might have a problem. Someone might have convinced me that I might have a problem here. Captain Chica, it's nice to have you here. Boxacuva, welcome back to the stream, my friend. Mary Cat, AirPods are fine, no audio without. Awesome. New thing to fix that. Mary Cat, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sounds incredibly frustrating. Let's see, what did someone say something that made me think we gotta do a thing? Oh, Sigian wants us to make the outro. Sigian wants the outro. Maybe we'll make the outro on stream today. That's not really an educational programming stream, but it's a thing that we could do. I was gonna say, where are my googly eyes at? Delivered on Janet, packages were left in the mailbox. That's just not true. Do I have, hang on folks. I gotta, if my googly eyes have been here since January 18th, I gotta go check. I did check the mailbox, but I see a package sitting over here. We might actually hold the door, folks. Hang on, I'll be right. I'm still in the room, but I'm just not on the screen, which I know people get confused about sometimes. Okay, I have the googly eyes here the whole time. Oh my goodness. They've been sitting here this whole time. I didn't realize this package was for me. What is Solitaire Chess? I guess you'll have to do a board game redeem to find out, Captain Enosa. Guess you'll have to do a board game redeem to find out. For a measly 3,000. Is it 3,000 points? I think 3,000 points is the board game redeem. Be happy to show it off for you. Hero Fox, welcome back to the stream, folks. We got the googles. We got the googly eyes. Let's see how well they stick to a beard. Because this is the moment we've all been waiting for, right? I wish I'd ordered just a bag of the giant ones. The small ones are never gonna get used. How are we gonna do this? Oh yeah. We might have to get some glue or something. We might have to ruin a beard. Here. Oh man, look. Are these supposed to be adhesive on one side? I don't know if these are adhesive on one side. Please don't use one that dissolves with water. Yeah. Let's see here. Board game solitaire. Captain Enosa has redeemed. Show off a board game. All right, we're gonna show off solitaire chess here. Captain Enosa, thank you for the board game redeem. I don't think these have adhesive, so we're gonna have to figure out how to attach them. to the chin there. But we're gonna figure it out. Maybe not today, but I got him here now. Thank you for the hat, BK. Thank you for the hat. We'll get the hats up here. I'll try not to. I'll try to make sure that if I lean over, that no moons show up today. All right. Thank you for the hat redeem. BK. Okay, so we want to see solitaire chess. Captain Inosa wants to see solitaire chess. Give me just a minute. Get my desk situated. It's a mess in here, folks. Does anyone else? I feel like I pick up the room, I pick up my office, and then a few days later, eyelash glue for the googly eyes. All right, I'm gonna get some. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of eyelash glue. Is that glue made from eyelashes, or is it glue that is for eyelashes? Real question. Thanks, BK. This is one of my favorite hats. It's one of my favorite hats. This is a Bailey. It's a Bailey. Bailey. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna get solitaire chess out here. It's a solitaire. It means basically single player. All right, thank you for the hat, Redeem Poo Stack. Oh boy, let's get another hat in here. Thank you for the hats. Maybe Tall, thank you for the hats. All right, there's another one. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. All right, 3 hats in. Okay. What you want to use Supler? What's the worst that can happen? You know, one time I can confirm that you shouldn't wax your beard. That's another one. Thindle, thank you for that. Captain glues eyes to beard. I didn't want to be first because your hair was so fabulous. I didn't want to. No, Poostack, don't worry. Don't worry. The reason my hair was fabulous. That was just my hair. That was a just showered captain, is what you were seeing there. A just showered hat. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. Thindle, Captain Chica. Thank you for the hat. All right, we gotta keep. We're off to a good start here, folks. Thanks for that. We're gonna take a look here at solitaire chess. This is a fantastic logic puzzle game for, does it say one player? It says it's basically one player. It says single player, but I play it with other people sometimes. 5 x, yeah. Captain Coder wears many hats. Let's get our document camera on here. Boom, there it is. I cleared off my desk. All right, so here is the solitaire chess. Solitaire chess, folks. The brain fitness, cross-train your brain. I don't know what that means. I don't know what these are just words that people put on here. There's a little bit of a gross scuff here, which is disappointing. The next game's going to be crazy. It's true. Picture-in-picture view hype, indeed. Indeed. Hero Fox waxed my beard. It was not a good look. Your face skin does not want to endure that. All right, solitaire chess comes with this little book of instructions. So I got brain fatness. You got fat brain. It happens. All right. So in solitaire chess, this is maybe we'll program solitaire chess today. That could be a fun puzzle game. The way solitaire chess works, you have a bunch of different scenarios. How's the brightness? It feels like the light is really too glared. Can you guys see that grid on there or not? The grid feels like it's not coming out. There we go. Let me adjust this light away. There we go. Hardly. How's that? Is that better? Can I just turn this light off real quick? All right, the light's like coming right down on it. So I have here. I'm gonna blind you real quick. I have this light. Oh yeah, I have a light right here and here to light my face. Look at that face. Look at that face. Okay, and it's just too blinding right there. Okay, so we have solitaire chess. This is saying the initial a cheese program. Yeah, can be better than programming and cheese. What could be better than programming a cheese game? A cheese game. Okay, so each puzzle shows you the setup. Here. So if I put the knight here, I put a bishop here. It's gonna be a little bit hard to see. I put a rook here, and then I put a pawn here. So this is showing the initial setup. In the game, you have to select one piece, and that piece making a series of consecutive moves must take every other piece on the board. Every move must take a piece, and the piece, it's the one piece has to take them all. So in this case, a solution is to take this pawn, take the rook, take the bishop, take the knight. Take the rook, take the bishop, take the knight. So this one's pretty easy. This particular one here is a little bit easy. All right. You couldn't win with the bishop because the bishop go here, and then it can no longer, its next move can't take any more pieces. Same with the rook. You can move it here. The rook can no longer take any other pieces. So this is a little puzzle game. Absolutely fabulous little puzzle game. This was given to me as a gift by a teacher friend of mine. They get super complex and hard. They get super complex and hard here. Let's see if we can do this one. I don't know if we can do this one. So it's a little hard to see too. So we got queen, rook, bishop, knight, and pawn. Let's see if I can adjust the camera so it's a little bit easier to see all of these together. All of these together. There we go. There we go. We can see it a little bit better now. So what series of moves, which piece will be able to take all of the other pieces? Clearly it's not the pawn. Clearly it's not the knight. The rook can't do it. And I don't think the bishop, so we have to figure out the series of moves the queen can move. The series of moves the queen can move to take all of the other pieces, which is really interesting. There must be a trick to it, because how do we get, did I set this up correctly? That's a queen. Yeah. That's interesting. So the queen must be able to do something here. I'm just wondering, I have to end up... Do I have the rules right? I'm pretty sure you have to move the one piece here. Does anyone see a solution? What is your stance on Melkor and Sauron, Captain Coder? Pretty cool guys. Look, I'm a big fan of power. I'm a big fan of power, and those guys are definitely up there. As far as power is concerned, they're quite up there. Does anyone see the trick on this one? I don't see the solution. I'm sure I've solved this one already. The queen, the problem I'm seeing is, how do I get over here with the queen? How do I get back to here? I have to end up lined up. So I have to end up in one of these or this diagonal. And I don't see Saruman, you fall. Yeah. The Ahriman in the Ralph Bakshi film, where they thought having one guy named Sauron and one guy named Saruman. I feel like we're missing something. I might have to look up a solution to this one. In the Ralph Bakshi film, they changed captain, so the king's bishop is on white. The king's... Did I set it up wrong? Pagorli, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us. The king's bishop is on white.
Oh, I got that fix. Oh.
Thank you for the dopamine. Thank you for the dopamine. What am I missing here? I've solved all of these before, but for some reason this one feels... Let me reread the rules. I might be missing something. Myron, yeah. So in there's an interview of like, why'd you change Sauron's name to Aron? No, they changed Saruman's name to Ahriman. And there's that. Well, it's really confusing. The name Sauron and the name Saruman both start with S, and it's really confusing to the viewers. So they forced them to change the name in the cartoon Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings film. You got, I believe it's Ahriman and Sauron. Where Maya of Isle. These are all deep Tolkien lore that I can't make it through the Silmarillion anymore. Silmarillion, I always fall asleep. I've tried many times. When I was younger, I got through it. HFS, welcome back, Kilmster. Happy to have you here. Snabble, nice to have you here on this beautiful day. Let me double check your goal. Move the chess piece according to the movement rules. Each move must result in a captured piece. If you are left with 2 or more pieces on the challenge card reset track, when there's only 1 piece remaining, you win. If you're stuck, reference solutions pages 8 to 11. So is there a... Does anyone see the solution to this? Okay, so here's what... All right, we have a solution here. Shreyas and Thu, welcome to the stream. It's nice seeing you last night. How you doing, Shreyas? Welcome to the stream, Captain Coder here. It said nothing about having to use the same piece. No, you have to move. Let me double check. Choose a challenge and cover the chess piece of icons with the match screen. Move the chess piece. Capture chess piece until only one piece remains. Hang on. Okay. Okay, yeah, you are correct. That changes the rules quite a bit, Captain Enosa. Every move must be a capture. It doesn't have to be the same piece. So I had that part wrong. Every move must be a capture. Okay, that makes this a little bit more solvable. So every piece here, every move has to be a capture, and you have to capture all of the pieces. So let's see if we can do that. That makes more sense. Well, going off on the Tolkien, I suppose Tolkien didn't like industrialism. It happens. I think Akhelabeth is pretty readable. Sure. Look, everyone's actually bumped. I don't know how long has my mic been muted. I think I just bumped it, but I just looked over and it was muted. Have you guys been hearing me this? I think I just bumped it with my hand just now. All right, so we're gonna have a solution here. Let's try. We got to take. Every move has to be a capture. If I move the queen here, I can't end. Oh, I can move the queen here. Hang on. We got this. RB. All right, so there's no. Rook 2D. Rook 2D. All right, I see no. Sorry, that's R2D2. R2 bishop tonight. Okay, bishop tonight. Bishop to queen. Oh, look at that. Rook to bishop. Bishop to pawn. Look, you go. Mary Cat. It was Captain Enosa. Was that your solution as well? Maybe Tall, enjoy your lurk, my friend. Points, add Mary Cat. You did the one that helped me solve this. 500 points to you. 3-man, welcome to the stream. Hello, Captain. I try to learn English and love watch your channel. You're very impressive, but I not understand many, but having lots of fun. 3-man, thank you for being here. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you on this beautiful day. Rook tonight, bishop to rook, bishop to queen, queen to pawn was my solution. Yeah, so sometimes there's more than one solution. Captain Enosa, I was trying to read it. RB2. Sorry. I almost had it. Rook to B2, bishop to B2, bishop to A4, queen to A4. My brain couldn't understand it for some reason, but I got it now. All right, folks. So this is Solitaire Chess. Captain Enosa, one of my favorite puzzle games. It's been a while since I've done it. I think maybe this would be a good puzzle to implement for my students to try and. I think this might be a really fun puzzle. I've lost a piece. Oh, there it is. It's on the boards. From where I'm standing, the camera is actually... I can't see this piece. The camera's actually blocking it. And I was going, where'd the last piece go? It's in my blind spot. So yeah, this game comes with 80 of these. I think it would be really fun to write a program to not only solve these puzzles. First, write a program to solve these puzzles. Then... write a program to generate these puzzles. I think that would be super fun to do. I think it'd be a great programming exercise. And you don't have to implement it. It's a good single-player game. You don't have to implement multiplayer on it. Programming chess pretty tricky if you're going to, for FIDE rules, well, this would be simple and fun for advanced programming. So we did one of my very first streams, actually. Let's get this dock cam off here. Thank you so much for that redeem. Those would be really fun to make. Yeah, so the way I would do it is you would generate a puzzle that solves them. Generate a program that solves them. And then you do like a board set. And then you do a board set, and then you can run the solver and say, is it solvable? And how many different solutions exist? And you can use that to sort of determine the difficulty of the puzzle. I think it's a fantastic game. Crizzy, welcome back to the stream. Nice to have you here. Which of those hats is Durko Tancap? This one's I'm Durko Tancap. Nick, it's nice to see you, folks. If you guys don't know, the infallible Nick. Go check out Nick on YouTube. You see that little guy down there? That'd be Nick. Go check him out on YouTube. We love us some Nick. Nick, welcome back to the stream. How have you been, friend? How have you been, friend? All right, my desk is all wonky now, but that's okay. All right, what are we working on today? What are we working on today? Well, you know, busy, but good. I'm glad. You know, my favorite type of good is busy. My favorite type of good is busy. All right, let's hop back over to our desktop here. You know, I'm kind of, oh, it's going to show, so I don't, well, this better not do anything. I have one of the very first things I ever streamed, November 23rd. This was me figuring out how to stream. And so I refactoring a chess program in C#. This was me kind of learning C# as well. Welcome to Lurk Mode, Chrissy. We appreciate you being here. Back here a little over a year ago. We took, so someone on the Learn C# subreddit, someone posted their chess app, and it was a working chess, console-based chess program. And I went, you know, there's a lot of improvements you could do on this. It's awesome that you've done it, but there's a lot of improvements. So we actually refactored their chess program. No wonder you make it look so easy. I've been streaming for this is like when I started, so about a year, a little more than a year at this point. But this was sort of a blog on how I went about refactoring a chess program, programming all the moves. So before they had a bunch of methods, I think they might have even had all the logic in a single method. And here I was like, okay, we got to refactor, extracting local functions. We got to figure out how to extract this thing, do some stuff with it. I think it might be fun. Well, do we want to write a little chess program today? Maybe we want to write a chess program. I discovered this thing last night. Can be fun to refactor it. I saw a post on Hacker News a week ago. I think it's Hacker News, with some pure CSS loaders. Were some fun ones in there, but the CSS wasn't that great. Took one, rewrote it complete with variables to make it highly configurable. It's always nice to do some refactors. Sebastian Log had a chessbot competition. Wow, really? I'd watch a chess solitaire making stream. It'll probably be a few streams if we do chess solitaire. I've implemented chess logic a few times. The cool thing about solitaire chess is you don't have to do any kind of checks for checkmate or anything like that. Valid moves are just ones that you're able to take another piece. So it's actually way easier than writing a chess game because it's single player and the rules for movement are much different and really quite simple. Let's check it out. The video of him running the bots people made there is a little precursor to this. Nick, thank you for the link. Chessbot challenge result. Oh, this is a long video, an hour long. Sebastian Log, we're gonna come back to this, maybe. I'm gonna bookmark it, say I'm gonna come back to it, and then probably forget about it, but I might not. Sebastian Log, I swear I've seen this person before. Oh yeah, this guy is great. Folks, go follow this guy. Look, this guy has some incredible cool stuff going on over there. Nick, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I watched this. I haven't subscribed to him. I haven't seen anything of his in a long. I ran a chess tournament. Yeah, I didn't see this. It must have gone skipped over. I don't watch a lot of YouTube these days. Actually, it's kind of what it is. But yeah, it's great to have all you beautiful people here. Thank you guys for joining me. What are we doing today? What are we doing? Welcome to Captain Coder Today. We are process of creating education programming exercise. Educational is what it should say. Let me fix that. But no one's corrected me in days. All right, folks, into the sausage we go. Let's make this sausage here. This is in our WAT command. WAT here and down here. This creating education. All programming exercise in C#. Your help, comments, and input is greatly wanted and appreciated. Greatly needed. Not only is it needed and appreciated, do not hesitate to let me know your thoughts on what we are doing. You can find source code on GitHub. All right, there we go. No worries. He has some of the best game dev content on YouTube. Don't think I see and recommend anybody higher than him. I don't think I can. Oh, that's awesome, Captain Enosa. That's awesome. Yeah, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl so I could call her. But I am a pretty good programmer. Binary G, hats off to you. That's hot. I love you. Skilo, who's that? Nick, what's this Skilo you refer to of? What is this Skilo? You're from, man, you're speaking nonstop with a lot of interest. I'm loving it here. Shreyas, I'm glad you're loving it here, my friend. Look, I can't help but talk. People think I'm just this way on stream, but all day long, I just stand in my room talking to myself, and so it sort of translated pretty well to being online. Shreya, sorry. So if anyone's new here, I know there's a couple new people here. I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and me is a computer science educator. I teach computer science and programming at a school for ages 10 to 14. 10 to 14, that's my full-time job. I work with students aged 10 to 14 all day long. 100% remote job. I teach 100% remotely online, and I love that job. And so I started streaming a year ago. I started streaming about a year ago because I wanted to create videos. I teach in a class called Introduction to Competitive Programming. So I streamed myself doing all the puzzles, Advent of Code 2022. I had so much fun, and now we're here. Now the stream is dedicated to learning and coding and growing together as a crew. And if you enjoy what we're doing here, I'm going to encourage you to join the Discord, share what you're working on every month. Nice, you teach too. That's awesome. What do you teach? Shreyas, what do you teach? All right, so we're going to hop in here. I discovered .NET Interactive. I got to look. It was on my .NET Interactive. I've discovered this. Is this what I discovered? No, this is not what I discovered. Run .NET in the web. So I've been building this thing here. I discovered this thing, which is pretty new. So Shreyas, I was telling you I was working on, is the hat donation box getting a form? We should set that up too. Crizzy, there's so much to do. A hat donation box. We might need the hat donation box. Look, Captain Coder wears many hats. Captain Coder wears many hats. I don't know if I need more, but Crazy, we're gonna set up. I teach programming, web dev, Docker. Wow, I kind of teach a lot of things. That's how I feel. Music video, 33-minute view. Nick, thank you for the link. Awesome. So I found this. So those of you who know yesterday, here's my workbook. Here's my programming workbook. I haven't got the donation box set up yet for hats, but maybe we'll try and set that up at some point. I've used .NET Fiddle in the past and some of .NET. So one thing here is, so I've been working on my own C# interpreter. So that can run console programs. The big part for me is I want to run, it's not just interpreting, but I want to run console programs in the web browser. Let me show this real quick. Hang on, I got to do something special to show you this thing. So, one second. Let me 1 second. Hang on. Let's add in a. It's not going to let me do that. Hang on. I want to blur out. How do I hide the URL? How do I hide the URL here? I couldn't figure out. If you shake a thing on the screen, everything goes away, and I have to shake it to bring it back. So I have this console program running in the web. Let me record. Let me do a screen record here, so I can show it to you guys. The repository, it doxes me right now. It'll dox a little bit too much information. But what you need to know is that this is running in a web browser. This is running in a web browser here, running a C# code. I think you can just translate C# into JavaScript and stub the standard lib you just eval. So it's a little bit more difficult than that, Stress, because of the following reason. I need console.readlines, I need the console keyboard input to be non-blocking. That's the hard part. So I've rewritten the console library to be non-blocking and interact with a web-based terminal that all the colors and stuff also work. So I need not a fully working, but a mostly working terminal in the web browser. Mostly working terminal in the web browser. But here, let me show you what we got here. I'm doing a little record here. I'm going to bring it over. This is actually a C# program, a C# console app running in my web browser. Responding to keyboard inputs. All right, let's go ahead and stop that and I'll bring it over. right, so this here, and I just don't want to share the URL because it shares some information here. I used this with my student last term. They have a task to write this. This is running in the web browser. And the keyboards W, A, S, and D get read as input. This is actually using, and colors are, you don't see the colors here, but this supports terminal colors, cursor set position. So it supports all of the terminal, it's a fully functional terminal. You load it up and it's just a terminal running in the web browser. It's like a console app. It's super cool. I just don't want to accidentally leak something here, so I wanted to make sure I recorded that. I'm using, so the library I'm using and I'm writing into is called Xterm.js. This is the terminal I'm using in the web. So I'm using this thing in the web and it sends stuff to it. Do you use Signal R to transport the keystrokes? No, it doesn't use the Signal R to transport the keystrokes. Maybe I need to look into a better way to handle keyboard inputs. I'd be confused. I'm curious what Signal R is. So Nick, it's not actually connecting to any backend. That is running 100% client side. So it takes C# code that is client side loaded into the web browser and runs it in the web browser. Yeah, this thing is fantastic. I want that. So it's WASM'd, exactly. It's WASM'd. So I've been hacking around with that for a little over 6 months on some student projects. I really need to say, thank you for the Doi Lance. How you doing, friend? Apparently my audio is messed up here. I didn't hear that. My monitor isn't coming through, so I can't hear any of the sound effects from my stream. Oh, either that or that didn't have a sound effect. Yeah, on my end, I don't hear anything, so I'd actually have to restart OBS. So I'm just gonna have to play deaf. I'm gonna have to play this game while I'm without being able to hear anything. That's okay. Anyway, I didn't hear a Doi. You didn't hear a Doi? There should be a Doi. Doing well, thank you. I love the hats, Lance. We got some hat redeems going on here. Okay, so those of you who know that, you heard the Doi. All right, cool. I didn't hear it. My monitor's messed up. I'm sure it's coming through. Here's our sound here. You're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Nice hats. Code Rad. How's it going, friend? All right, let's try Doi here. Yeah, the Doi, there's sound. I don't hear it though. It didn't come through mine, but so you guys are hearing it. My monitor's messed up with these headphones. So if I don't, do you mean can't you hear the audio? I cannot hear it. So I cannot hear it, which is fine. So there's a problem I have. OBS has this weird problem with initializing audio. So my headset here, I'm wearing these super cool these shocks. This is the headphones I use. If OBS is open before I connect these to my computer, the monitor sound for OBS doesn't work. So OBS had already been started before I connected them, and so now I can't hear the stuff. And so I don't know. These are called shocks. They're bone conduction headphones. AKH Lexi. Lexi. Let me know if I'm pronouncing. I'm gonna go with Lexi. Feel free to correct me. Lex. I'm gonna call you Lex. Lex. Thank you much, Lee. Thank you for following me. Today we got Lex following me. Welcome to the Academy. Thank you so much for the follow, Lex. Nice to have you here. I got those. I'm starting to get headset imprint into my skull. I love them. I sleep in mine. It's crazy. I feel like I have an imprint, but I don't know if it actually has been there before. It's always there. I wear them all the time. Headphones over my ear. Headphones bother me. In the ear, earbuds bother me. Folks, though, do you know who's here? Code Rad Games. Code Rad, how you been? Code Rad Games, incredible game developer, programmer, software engineer, absolute legend. Go check out Code Rad Games. Working on this game you're about to see here called Rogue Blight. If you like a hardcore side-scrolling fighting game inspired, roguelite game inspired a lot by the Dark Souls games, you're gonna love this game. It's gonna chew you up, spit you out, leave you wanting more. Go check it out. Check out Code Rad Games. Dick says, I have one from my glasses behind my ears. It just follows the shape And Comac says, conduction headphones, I've never tried those. Are they any good? I love mine. I'd say one thing I have heard is people who are audiophiles, people who like need absolute perfect audio clarity, don't like them because it leaves your ear hole open. It leaves look, my ear hole, it doesn't even go in your ears. There's no speaker and it just vibrates. You put it on your skull and it vibrates your skull. It works kind of like hearing aids do. Wish I had known that earlier, Thetra. Thetra, good one. Good one, Cap. I use those all the time as well. Great as construction sites when you're in a situation where, yeah, so you can actually hear you if you're like out on a bike. They're perfect. My girlfriend is a gymnast. When she does flips and stuff, they stay tight on, but she can still hear the stuff that's around. If you have earplugs in and you're doing flips, it like messes up your center of gravity. Audiophiles prefer over-ear, open-back headsets as far as I know, but I'm not exactly. And I have a pair of those. They just hurt my ears if I wear them for more than like 30 minutes. But the lows are not the best. Yeah. So what I always say, what I always tell people is it sounds like there is a speaker in the room behind me. It sounds like there's a speaker in the room behind me. So you're not gonna, like a radio, like not a bad radio, but there's like a radio behind me is how I feel when I'm wearing these. That's what it feels like to me. All right, so let's see if we can say something. What we're trying to do here is what I want to have is interactive. Currently, this is my workbook. Right now, there's an extension that you can install that will do this. You click this to open it in VS Code, and it will actually load the code into your VS Code. So you can like you can play with the examples here. You'd click run code and open up a Replit, but Replit keeps changing the way they do stuff, and so this doesn't work anymore. And so this made me say, you know what? I really need to have another alternative for my students to use. Run code would open this up. So that's why I was building this in-browser solution for running C# code. Now, this used to require you to connect to a backend. It now no longer does. Netcode here, you can just embed, look at these things are so cool. You can just embed an editor like this. And so I want to see if we can add that. We can come in and we can replace all these run codes, make a play with it button where it actually has the code, or these are just by default code sections, code segments that you can use. The problem that I think I'm going to run into is I'm not going to be able to set colors. I'm not going to be able to set colors, which is a big part of one of the things my students love is making games with colors. There's a product called Piston. You can use that. Piston, send me a link. Hang on, Shreyas, let me give you permission real quick. You're new to the stream, so it's not going to let you send it right away. There you go. After you've been here an hour, you don't need permission to send links. Send me the link. Let's check it out. I haven't seen Piston previously. But I bet if we do, the other thing is console.readlines do weird stuff here as well. Let's do a foreground, console.foreground color. It doesn't look like it's gonna, oh, there it is. I saw it pop up. Foreground color equals console color.green. Let's check it out. Nope. We can't do console colors here. This is one of the things that I really want is being able to do console colors in the web browser. So it doesn't support that. It's a little bit disappointing. The one that I've been using, the tool I've been using, or the thing that I've been building supports consoles. This is still better than having this broken run code thing show up. It's still better than that. Also, Replit is just like incredibly slow. So I think we want to replace that. All right. We're either going to do this or we're going to work on making a chess app. Those are the two things we might do today. I feel like we might be able to finish this one. The chess app would just be a fun digression into something. Although solitaire chess could be a really fun student project. So basically the class we're learning about object-oriented programming and working with collections. So I think it would be a good way to do something with dictionaries. Thank you for the link, Shreyas. Let's check it out. Piston. A high-performance general-purpose code execution engine. A Piston is a high-performance general-purpose code execution engine that excels at running untrusted and possibly malicious code without fear from any harmful effects. It's used in numerous places. Official extensions. Do they have a website? Do they have an official website? Getting started, usage, supported languages. Do they support C#? There it is. Principle of operation. This sounds like a cool thing. Docker provides, does this require my students to have Docker? Does this require my students to have Docker? Piston uses Docker as the primary mechanism for sandboxing, which is great. There's an API within the container written in Node, which takes in execution requests and executes them within the container safely. They have a REST API, high level and API writes, any source. What does it cost? What does it cost to use? So they have a REST API. So do I run it locally, or are you saying I can actually call out to, so public API? Requires no instructor can use an immediate reference and runtime executions. This is cool. This is cool. Do they have a website? Do they have a website? They have their API. Let's go see. By default, like what are my limitations here? So Shreyas, my website, when my free but rate limited, yeah. So when my students are active in class, I want to see what are the rates. Like, what is the rate limiting? You also have to keep in mind I have about 4,000 users of my project as well, and they're not constantly active. So like. It's actually getting kind of big. This website is getting kind of big. Like in my mind, having 4,000 people who have not just 4,000. I have 4,000. I checked yesterday. I have 4,000 people who have clicked this login button and signed in. So I've had 4,000, a little more than 4,000 people who have logged in, and read at least 2 pages. That was my metric there. So 4,000 people who have logged in and used it. So I feel like rate limiting, I might run into trouble. Limit. Let's look up limit here. Limit. What is their I wonder what their rate limit is. Piston, do you have the doc? This is a great a standard read the docs template, by the way. Del Marmundo, I would like to welcome you to the stream today. Del Marmundo, thank you for following me. Del Marmundo, welcome to the stream. If I'm pronouncing that name incorrectly, feel free to correct me. But happy Wednesday, my friend. Nice to have you here. Shreyas, I also didn't sing you a song because you followed me outside of when I wasn't streaming, so let's get you a song here. Shreyas, on through, I would like to welcome you now. Shreyas, on through, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the crew, and I hope you enjoy your stay today. Shreyas, on through, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for the follow. It's super easy to self-host. It's just a single Docker file. Very cool. This looks really cool. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can send a request off to this. Let's see if we can send a request to this. This is cool. This is cool. Installation. We can just Docker compose, Docker up. Just Piston, no CLI. Piston for texting. But you can call the API from the client, so it's not an issue, I think. Yeah, I just want to. I wish they. Oh, let's go getting started. Do they have a getting started? Getting started. All in one. I want to do it without the install. They seem to suggest I can make a call out to their tool. Call out to them. API. Piston present API for managing packages and executing user-defined code. The API is broken into 2 main sections: packages and jobs. the API exposed from the container by default on port 2000. All inputs are validated, and if an error occurs, you get a 400 or 500 code return in the case of JSON. All right, where is their public API here? When using the public Piston API, check the API. Yeah, here we go. The Piston API is rate limited to 5 requests per second. Yeah, this is 5 requests per second. That feels reasonable. If you need more requests than that, and it's for a good case, please reach out to us. They might actually be okay with me doing more. 5 per second. You just got to make sure we don't spam things to them. Okay. Nameless coder. 5%. So Nick, it's not that hard. All right. So in a class, if I have 40 students using the website all at the same time, it's actually kind of easy to do it if they all are doing it at the exact same moment. Unless all students are on it. Yeah, so I typically have like 40 to 60 students active at a time when we're in class. So the answer is like, yeah, we could end up in a situation where we have lots of students using it all at the same time. But you call the API from the client. I don't think your students are compiling that fast. Yeah, that's true. So the other thing, Shreyas, is I want this to be serverless as well. Exactly. Time to scroll and build a queue system only line. So Nick, I don't want to, one of the things that I'm trying really hard to do is this whole book is static. I haven't written any servers. I know. I haven't written any server-side code for this book. It's one of the things I really like about it. There's no server side. If its server goes down, the site doesn't go down. It all runs locally on the student's computer. I kind of want to turn the whole site into a VS Code extension. USA Tyan Jinnah. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. USA Tyan says, once a man bought a hat and it was just the right one. And so there's some sort of Russian joke that I'm missing. That's okay. Once a man bought a hat and it was the right one. Look, I have many hats. Could put it on Cloudflare, but what if Cloudflare goes down? It's true. I could do all sorts of things. There's many options here. This looks super cool. Piston looks super cool. Yeah, the 90%. So this is exactly so Nick, here's the exact problem I'm running into. I click run code. It no longer works because I'm dependent on a third-party tool. Now I have to go update this, right? So I want a solution that I can host and have all on my own. This happens to be that. This particular one happens to be that. Same with this self-hosted thing. It happens to be that. I would really like it to all be built into the web application itself. This website works offline. This whole website works 100% offline. We could wrap this up in what is the tool that wraps it up? There are exceptions to that, like big cloud providers. I would trust them to solve a major issue faster than I would to be able to when faced with a similar issue. Or I could just build it so it doesn't have any dependencies, which is kind of what I want. I want it to be self-contained as much as possible. Yeah, I'm all for that. And we're so close to that. We do have a database that this is connected to, but you don't have to have a database. It doesn't need that. It stores it in local cache first. So if you're offline, it actually just stores it in your local cache. And then it'll sync it later if it comes in. Yeah, Shreyas, I know. Look, am I just making excuses because I want to write an interpreter? Kind of, a little bit. This much. Look, I like to make a lot of work for myself. That's why we're here. We're here to make things harder for ourselves. Because who doesn't want things to be hard? That's part of the fun. Look, we build it because we can. Our own. We're gonna build a Morpeg. Yeah. We're gonna build a more of it. It's fine. I do it too. Look, it's all in good fun and learning. I like to write. All right, so here's the piecemeal that we're gonna do for now. Here is the piecemeal solution that I'm gonna do for now. Is I want to see if I can replace all of these. This thing here, this component. I want to replace it. This run code button with try.net. This is the first thing I want to do. One thing, there's a weird bug in here. Maybe it's only on their website. If I do a console.readline, check this out, console.readline, it works, but there's a weird bug with it. I also like the autocomplete here. I might set it up like a live programming journal, a code snippet thing here. When we run this code, it does pop out and you can type in hi. It keeps popping back up until you click cancel, which is super interesting. That feels like a bug. Trynet, the actual site is some parked domain, try.net. I suppose that makes maybe some sense. Try.net, they, I imagine Microsoft would want to buy it. Try.net, oh, here it is. They use try.net, yeah. So here's all we got to do to put a little bit of this in here. The simplest thing, all right, let's go over to our C# site. Let's close all this. We're in the process of messing with Defuse Challenge. Actually, I didn't finish that. Hang on, folks. Let's do a commit here. Git add. Forgot I was gonna git commit -m chore started work on Defuse Challenge. Let's change branches here to U origin. Captain Coder. There we go. We'll save this here. Let's go back to our develop branch. Let's branch off here. Git checkout -b Captain Coder / implement or replace replit. We're gonna replace replit. That's planned. .NET watch run here. They call it try.net everywhere because if the squatter is smart, that would be an amazing malware delivery vehicle. Try.net. I'm not in the right directory. Not CD. CD. I was messing with .NET watch run. Is the font big enough here? I was doing stuff in the editor. I was playing around with this. It might be the right size. How's the size look, folks? Is this font big enough? Do I need to make bigger font? I know some of you guys like to watch on the mobile devices. Okay. My goal here is there's a component, code block. There's a code block component I believe we want to replace here. Makes text more static. Yeah, but my brain is so used to it being over here. You guys don't like when the text jumps, Captain Chica? You guys don't like when the text jumps? It makes it, it keeps things interesting. I find that my brain, if I put that over here, I find my brain is so used to it being over here. Keeps me on my toes, yeah. My brain is so used to it. I've tried different layouts and it's just like, well, I've always used it this way. I've always had it this way. Yeah, use NeoVim. Shreyas, so I would, but one of the reasons I don't, I'd be using Emacs if I'm being completely honest. The main reason I don't is so I understand all the hotkeys. I use VS Code with as little customization as possible. So that way I know what my students are using. So I know the hotkeys to tell my students. I know where the things are set up. I know where they are in the layout. So when I'm, it's a restriction I give myself to make it easier to help my students. But yeah, if it was just me, I'd probably be working in Emacs because that's what I love. Corflitz, it's so great to see you. Having a rough day today, but I managed. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for just streaming with a nice personality that keeps me uploaded. Corflitz, Corflitz. You know the captain cares. You know the captain loves you today. Corflitz, I hope things are on the up and up. I hope you feel better. We love you, my friend. Sending you some love. I mess that up while teaching sometimes. So yeah, at the school, we've decided as a school, we're going to use VS Code because it's not just C#. We don't just do C#. We do C#, we do JavaScript, we do web dev, we do Node, all kinds of things. And so it's like, let's have one tool that you take the intro to programming class, and after that class, you know this tool pretty well, and you're not going to there's no need to learn, like teach, have like a week where we say, okay, here's how we use this tool. I use terminal well, and if teaching, so editor does not become variable. I also, another thing I use VS Code is that we do have our students use the terminal quite a bit. Man, this is so interesting to look at this code. So I was just learning C# when I started building this site. There's so many things I would change in here. I kind of want to come back and redo it. So replit style here. We want to replace this replit component here. Razor. So we have our code block razor. What is a code activity? To do. Apparently that's not what I was going to add. Code block here. So we have, if we're replit's null or VS Code. So these are things that tell us where we're linking to a replit, where we're linking to replit. Down here is where the code is. Let's look at where one of these code blocks exist. I'm trying to remember exactly how the site works. Oh, our develop branch is broken. Hang on. The theme, there was a theme issue here. We accidentally messed up our theme. So let's come into themes. Our default palette here should be palette light. There we go. So we got to fix that. Let's refresh. I'm gonna have to do a full reload on that. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's get that committed real quick. All right. 1 second. We're gonna commit this right. Get status. Get commit. Get add shared. Get status. Get commit -m. Sure. Fix. Dark light mode theme. Okay. Do you check the browser theme preference for auto dark light mode? I believe I do. I can't remember for sure. Go to the website. Go to the website. Find out. When you come to this website, does it automatically? If you go to the C# site, if you have dark mode set, I happen to like light mode. Is what it is. Go to this site. Does it automatically? So Nick, I'm assuming you have dark mode like everyone else on the internet aside from me. If you go to that website, does it start in dark mode for you? Just it does. Okay, so yes, it does. I think that's just part of the Mud Blazer. There, Captain Chica. I don't know what's. It should load. If it doesn't load for you, that's. I don't know what to say. What errors do you get? If it doesn't load, can you tell me? Can you take a screenshot of your console? Let me know what's going on with that. Code block. I wanted to open up. Let's go to the ASCII art activity. It just reminded me of a vid I made a while ago. I'll send it in Discord. Yeah, let's check it out. Check it out. So let's come down on this page here. We have a code block like that. Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time to load because it has to load the .NET WASM. I was surprised yesterday. I think we looked at how much it's like not as big as I thought it was. I thought it was like 10 megabytes. Here, let's disable. Cache is disabled. Cache is disabled. Memory cache. All right. I don't know mushroom embed here. Service worker. Let's go the other direction. It's a lot of stuff that gets loaded. None of these are giant though, but there's a few here that say there's a cache. What is this mushroom? Oh, it's loading. This is fascinating. It is loading all the REPL stuff ahead of time. It's loading all the REPL stuff ahead of time. Let's reload this one. That is interesting. Yeah, it's not actually that big, which is always interesting when people, I thought we fixed it. I thought it had, we'd reduced the size quite a bit. Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? Let's go into here, let's open up a private browsing session. And C#. All right. How big is this load? There it is. This is what I need to get rid of. This is super annoying. Mudblazer, that's what it is. 8 megabytes, that's insane. That's insane. I knew it was like 10 megabytes. It's not in the private core lib. This is the other big one. They've really reduced the size of that one. Let's see if I upgraded this. C# develop. Okay. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time in a prize browsing. What I don't quite understand. Yeah, Mudblazer. Mudblazer's got to go in the next version. Mudblazer's got to go in the next version. Okay, so in the next version, all right, Captain Chica. When I deploy develop to production, it has been reduced. It's been reduced to a tiny 60. It's much smaller, much smaller. The optimizations, it's crazy. The optimizations in .NET 8 are massive, so it should help there. So let me. I remember it being like 10 megabytes. Is this Mudblazer garbage? Which I'm hoping to get rid of, but the styling on it is what makes the site look pretty nice. All right, but we will. All right, that'll be fixed. Relatively smaller, yeah. It's relatively smaller. It's gonna go from over 10 megabytes down to 1.2, essentially. What it is, under 2. Which is good because I work at a school that's remote, so we get a lot of students who have, I have several students who are in South Africa. Yeah, exactly, Nick. I could probably do that. I'm just so bad at the design stuff. I want to redo the whole book anyway, though. So for localization reasons, I want to redo the book. Right now, it's all hard-coded like this. I want to write a markdown style format that we can use to generate these pages. So I want the whole book to be written in Markdown so we can generate content for the book and then have it localized. Shreya says, I'm a designer, by the way, just saying I'm good for you. That's awesome. Being a designer is hard stuff. All right, code block looks like this. Just start a new HTML file, paste in the content run, rebuild the CSS by hand. It's more work than you think. That's it. It's like just do that. But yeah, I want to make it so that the website can be localized and transferred. I mean, I can help you redesign that if you want. Shreyas, the project is open source. I had written report to my own CMS a long time ago. The project is open source. So if you want to try and make contributions, you can. GitHub, this site here. The project is open source. Feel free to fork and make some contributions if you like. So you can use Markdown plus Netcode Razor and the CMS directly. Interesting. That sounds cool. What I want to do, let's go to a lesson here that has a little bit better variable basics. Let's add that to the book. code that you run. I want run code examples. So reading data. All right. So let's shrink down these. Reading data, run code here. When we click this, I don't want it to open REPL. I don't want it to open REPL anymore. We're gonna see if we can outsource it to this iframe here. Okay, so we're gonna go to our the basics. The basics. What is the site called? Variables. It's probably called variables. Variable basics. Okay. And the section that does this is this code block, allow copy, code block, this one here. This one here. Not this one. Which one is this? Code block, reading data. Reading data. Oh, it's right there. There we go. All right, so we want to find a way to take this code block, load that into... Close these things here. Piston looks... hang on. Piston. I need to bookmark this page before I lose it. There we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong one here anyway. Here, let's do this. Like that. Building a new CMS that works complete with web components for most people. Markdown still is pretty hard when you want to do some more complex stuff with design. So I made something that it just generates the UI to build web codes in a more WYSIWYG style, which is better suited for non-tech people. Bookmark it, never look at it again. True. Here, let's move it up here so that way it'll be on the screen and then I'll never look at it again. Shreyas, it's not the plan. There's just it's squirreling. We're trying not to get too squirrely. Try not to get too squirrely here. It's something, this isn't running. That's why. This isn't running. That's why nothing's loading. So Nick, I want it to be in the reason I want it to be in Markdown, I need the whole book to be sort of written in some sort of advanced Markdown ++ or something like that. Because I want to be able to have it in different formats. I don't want to design the whole thing. I'd like it to be in Markdown so that it could be in a print book. So LaTeX might be another option, but basically have the whole format here set up. So yeah, I get why you want Markdown as the one thing you're using. Yeah. So I want it to be simple and easy and focus on content, not what it looks like. The whole idea is the content shouldn't care. The content shouldn't care how it's rendered. And right now it does. Right now it does. Profits, I'm a graduate of the Captain Coders Adventure and C# Mastery course. Profits, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You're a graduate of the School of Hard Knocks, folks. Profits, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you. Do you stream? Are you still streaming? I haven't seen you streaming in a while. But if you guys want to check out a fun streamer, I've seen you play World of Warcraft. I've seen you play Ark. I've seen you do a little bit of coding every now and then, but a little bit of a variety streamer. Give Profits TV a little bit of love, folks. If you want to see a fun streamer that's not all about coding and getting distracted, could be fun. If you don't have a MDlib yet, I've used Markdown deep in the past. Yeah, I don't have one yet. I think this is me saying I always have to modify stuff here. No problem. Thank you for being here, Profits. All right, so we have our code block. Let's see if we can just get... I keep tabbing and switching and jumping around all over the place. No, don't go to Stream Elements. Why is this even here? I don't use Stream Elements. All right. Let's come over. Variables. Variable basics. I need to add this to the book. Otherwise, it's going to keep popping up every time the page reloads. Add to book. Okay. Reading data. This is the one we're going to modify here. Let's start on this page. Reading data. I just want to... Can I get this on the screen easily? On the screen easily. Okay. So if I put something like this in here, what does that look like? Looks like nothing. There it goes. Try.net refused to connect. Interesting. That is interesting. Can we not do it on localhost? Their default example doesn't work. So beyond copy and paste samples to live segments, our preview code can embed live. That is interesting. What am I missing there? Let's learn about the features. I'm just surprised that this example just doesn't work out of the box. I'm surprised that this doesn't work out of the box. Our private preview customers can embed live.net code into blocks documentation. Okay. Our private preview customers, I haven't built it. I think it's an iframe sandbox thing. They're saying that I have to be maybe saying I have to be a customer here. Yeah. So this might not be the thing that I want if I have to pay for this. If I have to pay for this, that is not what I want. You can use JavaScript post message. So this was the thing that got me here. This is the thing that got me here is this run sample. Hang on, why didn't that do nothing? This is what kind of got me. All right, is that, oh, hey, there's this way I can just load up. Let me make this page bigger. Why is this frame so terrible? And I posted their repo before so you can self-host. I missed it. I missed something there, Nick. So they're making it awfully hard for me to just try.net can load code direct from GitHub. Well, yeah, I was just there though. Try.net provides developers and content authors tools to create interactive experiences online powered by Blazor. Please note it's only internally at Microsoft. See the .NET page. Getting started. Okay. Where you can get started, create interactive. .NET tool uninstall, then install. .NET try demo. Starting from scratch, new console. So I want this. I want to embed. Let's follow the samples here. Getting the latest version of the tool is easy. Installing preview builds. Then install this, you get used to it. The tutorial below, work you through the following. Create a new project, display interactive snippets using C# region. Creating sessions, verifying your project. Compiler for your documentation, passing arguments using read-only snippets. Go to the terminal, create a folder. So we'll create a console app, open the folder in Visual Studio Code. I don't want an interactive document like this. I want to put it in a web page. I want to put it in a web page. .NET try. Symbols for your website's markdown files and users can run on their machine. This is what I read. Try.net enables developers to do that. Setup instructions. Okay, well, let's go through this. Let's see. This doesn't feel like the instructions that I actually want, but let's try this. Let's kill my site here. Let's go to a temp directory, make dir Try.net. Try.net, that's a health insurance company in the United States. I don't think I have this installed. Why would their copy do that? Yep, not installed. Look at how silly this is. They have this caret at the beginning, so that way when you copy it, it doesn't work. And you have to delete it off the beginning and the line's too long for you to see it. I think. There we go. Skipping NuGet package signature verification. I don't like that. That's okay. Why are we skipping the package signature verification? Okay. .NET try demo. Create a new folder, cd .NET try demo. .NET try demo. You must install or update .NET to run this application. So I am missing. All right, so I need ASP.NET Core 3.1. All right, so let's go get that. This is going to force me to restart my computer. We're not going to be able to do this today, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain we're not going to be able to. I'm going to switch here to Facecam. I'm fairly certain the stream. All right, folks, if the stream dies, I'm sorry. If the stream dies, I'm sorry. All right, install. We're going to install some software. This is one of the downsides of streaming from the computer you're working on. So if the stream dies, well, I'll see you next time. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't die. Hopefully it doesn't die. It says installation completed. Are you going to ask me? It didn't ask me to restart. Dukasoft! Welcome back to the stream, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. All right. Yeah. It still can't find it. It still can't find it, so it wants me to... I'm going to... hang on. Let me try one more thing. I'm going to try one more thing before we give up on this for today. And then we'll just write a chess app. We'll just write chess. .NET. Have a beautiful day, Shreyas. Have a beautiful day, Shreyas. Nice to see you. I'm glad you had fun. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm glad you made it. All right, let's do a .NET try demo. I know the screen's not showing. Yeah, I have to restart to use this, so we can't do it. We're not gonna be able to do it today, because I have to restart. All right, we're gonna make a chess game. We're gonna make a chess game. At least we're gonna start a little bit of a chess game. Folks, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get back to doing we're gonna write some chess stuff. So hang tight, everybody. Captain Coder, since we're starting a new thing, I like to take a break every 90 minutes, usually 90 minutes. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break, which means our hat counter is gonna reset. Our hat counter resets after the break. But we'll be back. We'll be back. Well, I'll drink some water. Let's have some. Yeah, I'm gonna fill up my water. We're gonna get some more water. We're gonna get some more importantly, Duke, we're gonna get ourselves some more bean water, Watawa. Why is it? Oh, it's because WAT. WAT is my what command. That's what's going on with it. That's hilarious. I was like, why is that? I thought it just was good timing. The what command. I need a hydrate command, maybe. I think it limits it to like 60 seconds per person or something. Folks, when we come back, thank you. Nice try, Poostack. Nice try, Poostack. I'm off as well. Need some stuff. Remember, keep coding, keep growing, be the best you can be. Nick, have a beautiful day. We'll see you. I'll be back on Saturday. We'll see you then. Maybe if you decide to come, of course. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get some stretches in. So grab your cousins, grab your nephews, grab your nieces, get them in the room. We're gonna do some stretches, folks. We're gonna stretch together, so hang tight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. What? All right, folks, we're back. Sorry for the delay. Sorry that took me so long. I missed you. Did you miss me? Sometimes things take longer than I thought they would. Nick Wetneck, Patty Wax, give a dog a bone. Welcome back to the stream, Patty Wax. It's so nice to see you as well, JD and Kuwani. Welcome back to the stream. It's nice to have you. What happened to all your hats? They reset after every break. So that it starts over. Exclamation point hat if you want to get another hat in there. Cost 1,000 points. Cost that. Sorry, Poostag. Sorry, Captain Cheeky. Still on cooldown. Got one hat, two hats. Bad Mario, thank you so much for the follow. We gotta give. All right, so thank you for the hat reading. There's one hat. There we got two hats. All right, so we got another one. We got 3 hats here. Fox, let's check out your clip. We got a clip going here. If I missed a hat, let me know. We're on 3 hats right now. We should be 3 hats deep. 6 or nothing. All right, what do we got? We got hats out the wazoo. It's true. Maybe I need to make that cooldown a little bit shorter. Hero Fox. Let's check it out.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
Hang on, something's wrong with my music. Why isn't that working? All right, there we go. Hang on.
Taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl so I could call her. But I am a pretty good programmer. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Thank you for the clip, Hero Fox. That's a good one. Points.
But I am a pretty good.
Add Hero Fox. 500 points. Thank you for that clip.
I wish I was a baller.
It's true. I wish I was a little bit taller. I'm only 6'1", folks. It's not tall enough. What do you guys think? Is that tall enough? My Stream Deck is not connected to my VLC for some reason. But Bad Mario, thank you so much for the follow. Bad Mario, thank you for following me. Today we got Bad Mario following me, and I just gotta say thank you. Bad Mario, thank you so much for the follow. All right, folks. Double it and give it to the next person. That's true. Hyper, welcome to the stream. Number 16, not bad. Not bad. All right, folks, we're going to get some stretches in real quick. Some real quick stretches. I know it took me a little bit longer than usual to get back from the little quick break there. Look, sometimes you run into trouble. Sometimes you run into trouble on the West Wing. When you go to the West Wing of this house, sometimes there's trouble there, and it took me a little bit while. I went to the West Wing. Then I had to go back to the East Wing. Then I had to go to the North Wing. And then I had to come back to the West Wing and then get back to the East Wing. And so here we are again. Lux, welcome to the stream. Hello from Brazil. Hello from the United States. It's nice to see you. I knew a girl that said all guys below 6.23 inches is unacceptable. Snabble, let's keep it family friendly. Is that 6 foot? Yeah. I hope that's saying that 6 feet tall. Len says, so Cap, had to wing it. Yeah, I had to wing it. Bad Mario, welcome to the stream. Locks, nice to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Everyone, let's do some stretches. Arms up at the side, and we're just going to do a little bit of rotation. Snapple, are we saying 6 feet tall? 6 feet tall? Or so in America, the double quote means inches. I might have that measurement wrong. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Is that counted? Yeah, so the double quote means inches in American units. I intended feet. Gotcha. I was a little confused there. Freedom units, exactly. Get these nice stretches in. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Scott B, welcome back to the stream. Spud Webb was 5 feet 4 inches and played point guard in the NBA. Yeah, people think I play basketball because I am kind of tall. Let's get those shoulders. We're going to bring them up, back, and down. I've never done shoulder rolls with a hat. I don't know if my arms are going to cause trouble. We're rolling back. 2, 3, 4. Add the elbows. 2, 3, 4. Full arms. 2, 3, 4. Roll them forward. 2, 3, 4. Add the elbows. Devastating news for gnomes. It's true. 3, 4. Full arms. Captain Chica, you're up there in the clouds, you might say. Oh yeah, check it out, folks. Some quick stretches. Just get that body moving. 'Cause you don't want to get those RSPs. Any musical instruments where with wear and tear. I haven't mentioned any musical instruments with wear and tear, our good captain. Points, I know those are some quick stretches, but we're going to hop back in. 125 points to all you beautiful people. Thank you for joining me in those stretches. Thank you for the hats. Thank you for the hats. Let's hop back in. We're gonna write a little. We're gonna look at maybe what would it take to write a chess program. A little bit of a chess program. We're inspired by Captain Enosa, folks. Captain Enosa inspired us by doing a board game redeems, got us some solitaire chess. We looked at the rules. We're gonna look at how can we write the world's most complicated chess game. No, we're gonna try and keep it simple-ish. I am 6'4". People ask me all the time, Scott B, you're 6'4". Yeah, if you were that tall, do you get tired of it? I had a friend in high school. In freshman year, we were the same height. I think I had my growth spurt like before my freshman year, but I was like 6 feet tall my freshman year. So I was a tall freshman in high school. Freshman in high school is grade 9. So we're not writing a solver for 5D chess with multiversal travel. Next Paddywhacks on Saturday. Stay tuned for that one. I had a friend who we were the same height. Freshman year. He had not gone through his like second growth spurt yet. When we graduated high school, I believe he had 6'7", 6'6". This guy is huge, tall, skinny guy, not a sports guy, nerd like me, super into like mechanics, building stuff, hardware, software stuff. But I'm tall, but he could tower over me. I swear he could stand and look down over me. It was crazy. Weighed 140 pounds, skinniest guy I ever knew. At least you can comfort yourself with if Sylvester Stallone wants to hit you in the mouth, he needs a chair to stand on. It's true. And he doesn't have a leg to stand on. I don't know. There's some joke in there I bet we could figure out. All right, we're back. We got ourselves some decaf bean water. We got ourselves some fresh water here. Okay, let's close. I actually want to try this. I'm going to keep this bookmarked here. Like that. The CTO at my company is 6'9", and he is broad-shouldered like mad. Also got a big belly, but that gives power. That is pretty tall. Sounds like y'all don't see eye to eye. But my son's best friend, who is 14, is 6'6". Look, got to be putting something in that something in the water out there. Right, so we're gonna write a little chess program here. We're gonna get started writing a chess program. We're definitely not gonna finish it, but I think chess moves. It's an interesting problem here to do chess moves. I think it's an interesting problem, and so I think this could be a really fun exercise. Working with 2D grids is an interesting thing to say. What are the valid moves given a piece? What are the valid moves? And it's a good opportunity to do some dependency injection. Some dependency injection for creating pieces. There's many that you look. So there's an interesting saying. That goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat, which I thought is a weird saying. There is more than one way to skin a cat. There's never a good reason for dependency injection. Interesting. Luckily for you, there are Unicode characters for all the chess pieces. No, we're not going to do a factory provider. We are going to have an interface called a valid move. So that's interesting that you think there's never a good reason for dependency injection. That's interesting. Dependency injection is just, in my mind, the strategy pattern. Strategy programming pattern is the strategy pattern. This is dependency injection, is it not? Someone correct me. Am I wrong that strategy pattern is dependency injection? You just swap out your strategy. You put it in. I am, of course, pinching checking as usual, but I think it might be. It's totally overused. Visualize the cat as alive. So Scott, it's interesting. Jorbunder, welcome back to the stream, by the way. So what I found interesting, so my girlfriend, she says, that's a weird phrase. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Also, Smab, it's nice to see you. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And I was like, that is a weird phrase. Where does it come from? I was like, why are we skinning cats? When was this a normal thing? And so we looked into, so I started looking, I was like, skin a cat. I was like, oh, so skin a cat. I'm gonna Google this off screen here. Skin a cat movement. A skin a cat. To skin a cat. Well, this is the gymnastics one. Basically, it means to lift your arms up. There's a movement called skinning the cat in gymnastics. And so I looked, I was like, oh, so there's more than one way to perform this movement. There's more than one way to perform this movement. So essentially it used to mean like lifting yourself up onto a surface. And so I was like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. So there's more than one way to skin a cat means there's more than one way to get up onto this thing. And so I went back and I told my girlfriend, I was like, oh, so the phrase originates from this movement that people do, and there's more than one way to do it. And she's like, well, yeah, she's a gymnast, so she knew that skinning a cat was this thing. She said, but why do we call this thing skinning a cat? And I was like, that is a good question. That is a good question. So if anyone, and I tried to Google this and could not find an answer. Does anyone know why this movement here is called skin cat? Skinning the cat. When you don't do this when you skin an animal. I've done some skinning before. I've gone hunting before. Smab, yeah. So then I started looking into it. It goes back to like the 1600s. It seems to have nothing to do with actually skinning a cat, as far as I can tell. Napalm, welcome back to the stream. If anyone can find an answer for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway, we're gonna use the strategy planner. Napalm, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. How you doing, my friend? I think it's because the move was created by the 17th century acrobat Skin the Cat Johnson. Is that true, Patty Wax? I know that's probably not true. Skin Johnson, Skin the Cat Johnson. I hope that is true. That is the best. If that's true, that's the best thing ever. Let's make a new repository here. That's what we do. That's what we do. Folks, also, look, I don't promote it enough, but just saying, Captain Coder, you can become a Captain Coder sponsor. If you like what the Captain's doing here, can become a sponsor, help support what's going on. I'm banging my head against the wall, trying to figure out how to add open telemetry and Zipkin to my Azure function. Software engineering, DevOps stuff. 90% is banging your head against a wall to get those endorphins. Get those endorphins. Bang your head against that wall. Good luck with it, Napalm. I've never done that. I've never used open telemetry. We were doing some telemetry stuff at my last job. We're gonna call this a chess. Am I allowed to call it solitaire? Chess puzzler. I'm gonna call it chess puzzler. All right, we'll make this public. We'll add a README. We'll create this repository. Okay, chess puzzler. And my idea. You're right though, Snabble. I think that dependency injection is totally overused. I would agree with that. Git clone. You can sometimes you often want to do things simple. Dependency injection is used to make your life harder. That's it's a thing that other engineers decided that everyone needs to use to make their lives harder. Making you think it's actually to make things simpler. But I'm going to show where I'm planning to use it for piece move, and essentially it's just going to be an interface. And then when you generate a piece, say, okay, what implementation does this piece use? So you give the piece a symbol and you give the piece a movement type. All right, so let's make a new solution. And then we're gonna .NET class lib. We're gonna create a class lib here for like headless. I never know what to name these things, but this is essentially the logical part. So I'll go with logic, chesspuzzler.logic. And really, am I supposed to name my folders this way, or is it okay to, I'm curious what the standard would be if I was doing a .NET project. How should I name these things? Captain Coder. I know I want to always start with Captain Coder, probably Captain Coder org, but we're going to go Captain Coder, chesspuzzler.logic. What is the naming convention that people use? I've never worked in a company that actually used .NET as their platform. Should my folder be named this? I know the project that should probably be called this. New. I forgot to put new here. Zachy, what a cool name. Zachy11. Zachy11 followed me today. Zachy, I got distracted by my keyboard, sorry. There's a light on my keyboard that I don't know. There it is, it's the scroll lock. Zachy, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Welcome to Captain Coders Academy. .NET SLN add. Yeah, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Backseat coding is absolutely encouraged here. Absolutely encouraged. Also, I forgot to give a shout out to JD. JD, folks, incredible streamer, incredible developer. JD, if you're still here, sorry, I forgot to give you a shout out there. It's coming off
like
that break.
You're talking with Captain. Let me see if I could do my Captain impression. I am not the Captain, but my eyebrows also move in a way like the Captain.
If you guys want to watch a developer, an incredible developer, working on game dev, working on stream enhancements, doing stuff in OBS, be sure to check out JD Does Dev. Incredible developer, full-time software engineer. JD, your job is full-time now, right? I hope things have been going well. I certainly let the folder names inherit this approximate hierarchy, like ignoring SRC. Yeah, so Java has a weird way of doing it. There's something nice. All right. There's something nice about Java forcing you to have the folder structure that they do, but there's also something terrible about it. So wouldn't sleek or out in full each time? Wouldn't spell or out in each time? Let it inherit from the approximate hierarchy. Yeah, so what I might do here, so I want this project to have this CS proj here. Zach says in Java world, dependency injection has many use cases. It's just a form of abstraction, implementing extension, plugin. Imagine, yeah, so I do think dependency injection has use cases. That's right, JD, you don't have full, I hope that switches soon. Maybe JD can fix your OBS headset issue. So the issue, maybe the latest version, I just haven't updated, doing this on a phone in a car park. Type being a trick. No worries, Smab, no worries. I appreciate you being on, like hanging out with us in your car in a parking lot. All right, but I'm gonna go with this for now. Let's do a code get ignore here. But we're gonna write the logic for chess pieces, not code, bin, obj, we don't want to commit those. And the idea that I'm going, let's do a .NET new xunit, Captain Coder.chesspuzzler.logic.test. So this is like kind of the pattern I would follow here, but I hate the length of these. And I don't want to make, maybe I should make each one of these like a folder. We keep going down into the folders. Let me open this up. Really what I want, so let me ask a question. In my CS proj, can I name the project here? I don't know I don't know what the standard C#, I don't think that, here's the thing. I don't think there is a standard way to do this in C#, and that's why I don't know what to do. That's one thing in Java, they like, nope, you have to do it this one way. You have to do it this one way. And then it may be annoying, it may be gross. You're like, for small projects, why do I have to do all this work? Yeah, anyway. All right, Captain Coder chess puzzler dot logic. One thing I want to make sure with this is I want to be able to use this in I want to be able to use this in a Unity project. So I'm going to make it Net Standard 2.1. .NET add .NET SLN add. Did I add this and this to my there we go. Make sure that Net Standard 2.1 is the right thing here. Please use, that's interesting. I have to set to language. So I should have done this from command line. Language 12? It's not available. And then there's like one other weird thing I have to do. Lang version, thank you. I should have done this from the command line when I set this up. There we go. Lang version does it. Thank you, Kuwani. Thank you for that. Map, thank you. Points. Add Kuwani. 250 points. Thank you for the help. Much appreciated. Much appreciated here. Okay. So in our class here, thank you for the hat redeem. Let's get another hat in here. Thank you for the hat redeem. All right. Hat goes on the stack. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the hat redeem. All right. I should probably make it a little bit more clear that 1,000 points are being spent. What do you guys think? Some people were like, oh, that's costing points to do that? It does. It does. So I want to create an interface here. An interface here called chess move logic. I move logic. Okay, I move like I can't even see points I have on this channel. Napalm, you got it's because I'm not an affiliate. You got to do exclamation points to see the points. Yeah, Hero Fox been buying too many hats. Yeah, I'm thinking we might reduce the cost of them because it turns out it doesn't actually take that long to get 1,000 points. So I give them away, but just from sitting in chat, it takes a pretty good amount of time. I don't know. You guys have a lot of points. You get Oh, it's actually not that bad. Hang on. Let's see. You get 9 points every 5 minutes. So 60 divided by 5. So you get 12 times 9. You get 108 points an hour. 108 points an hour. And if you have if you're chatting, you get 216 points per hour. So you get 216 points per hour. Nia, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, my friend in Kovalaki? It's nice to see you. Did you remove claim? Exclamation point here. Exclamation point here. There you go. That should do it. Ben the Noble. Welcome to the stream, Lil Nya. I took some of those points from you here. Let's say points and since I did here to actually put you 1 spot behind me, let's give you some bonus points for that. Here you go, 50, 20th place, Knick Knack Paddywhacks. Yeah, nice. Tim Spurgeons, welcome back to the stream. Nice to have you guys here. Exclamation point here, get those bonus points. All right, so I get this question a lot. I am not an affiliate on Twitch. I'm not an affiliate, so I don't have channel points. If I was an affiliate, I don't get channel emotes either. I don't have channel points, I don't have channel emotes. I can't do polls, I can't do anything. So I use Firebot to kind of substitute those things. But if you scroll down, it'll show you the different things you can have. The redeems here are the ones that people seem to really like. These ones cost points. But yeah, you get 216 points every hour that you're in chat. If you're chatting, you get 216 points. You get 108 points just for being here. I think you could kind of do channel emotes with. Yeah, so I have two channel emotes. Bean water. Wait, where is it? Works on this one. I use, Lil Nya, thank you for the hat redeem. Let's add a hat to the stack. Hat's coming onto the stack. Wow, thank you for the hat. Thank you for the hat. We have a couple, yeah. So I have, if I missed a hat, let me know. We have Bean Water and Dark Fuel, and then Captain Cross-Eyed. Those are the ones that I have that I set up there. That was before I started doing Captain Coder collectible emotes. We do have Captain Coder collectible emotes. We do have the Captain Coder collectible emotes. So Clayman has one. Let's come up here. It's a little bit easier if I do it this way. You got Lil Nya. One hat per person per 3 hours, of course. We do have the Captain Coder collectible emotes, which are available and hosted by all of my favorite streamers here. So we do have the Captain Coder collectible emotes that you can get if you subscribe or donate bits. In many cases, donating bits to these wonderful streamers. You can get
Seems good.
all of the Captain Coder collectible emotes only available on Twitch. Only available. So look, they're even more special. They're more special than if I had channel emotes, because you got to collect them all. Got to get them all. Anyway, that's my story. Kovalaki, thank you for the cat. I need to add a Clayman one. We need to do a Clayman, Clayman little thing that shows up on the screen. Hey there, Dragon Spirit Games. It seems it is the Hat Captain Coder, the Hapton Coder again. How are you doing? And how are these lovely people doing in chat? They're doing wonderful. I've been thinking about adding. No, I want to add a TTS command. I'm thinking more that I want the question command to actually have TTS involved in it. So that way, if you ask a question, a little thing will show up on my screen that says questions in queue, and then we can DQ them and it'll read them and put them on the screen. I think that would be cool. Smab, yeah, I don't want a full TTS command. I want it so when people use the question command, it will read it out when I select the question. But I typically don't like the TTS. That's why I don't have them on my channel. I actually took the one, I had Kofi doing TTS and I took it off because I didn't like it. TTS isn't what I meant. I meant like when you in-queue a question, I want it to be able to read the question to me when I DQ it. And mostly it's for myself to trigger a notice to myself that someone is asking a question. Okay. We have chess logic, I move logic, right? So, and we might call this, what would we say, I chess move? What do you guys think is the most appropriate name for and essentially it's going to have one method here. This is where like a delegate might be a better way to do it, because really it's one method. That looks like this. Public, it's going to give us back all of the spaces we can move. In on a board. Okay. And so it's going to look kind of like this. For lack of a better, we'll do a bool, a multi-dimensional bool array. All right. Valid moves. It's going to take in a bool of positions where true means it's occupied, false means it's not occupied, and we might need to do a little bit beyond that board. And then the position that we're in, so in this case, it'd be an int row, int column. So the idea is a chess move. This is an interface because every piece has slightly different logic. We get valid moves here, and this is where putting in the logic here. Maybe possible moves might be better, and then so this is where I start getting complex. Where I go like, oh well, actually, it would be easier if I say, give me the moves I can make from this position. Give me the moves, like, so if I do moves like this, and we have an int row, int column, give me all the positions I can actually move to. And then we have another thing that just checks whether or not it's a valid move or not. Maybe we do that. I actually kind of like that a little bit better. So I'm going to rename this real quick. I chess move like this. And then I'm gonna use my standard position class that CSS. Nope, position.cs. It's my standard position move. Public records, we're gonna run into trouble when I want to do it, but I want to do a record struct here. Position. And I like, maybe we should use chess notation. Maybe we should use chess notation. No. Chess notation has a row and a column. On a chessboard. Let me open it up here. Chocks. Sorry. Let me give you permission here real quick. Chocks. Permit. Chocks. Oh, hey, if you need some chess notation, I have all of it on my website. There you go. You got permission now. Sorry about that. The bot requires you to have been in chat for an hour. It might be set to 3 hours. I tend to write this the other way around. Test and logic first, then refactor out the interfaces and abstractions. That's probably a good idea. This, I think, might be a good spot for test-driven development. Say, okay, well, what are the things I want to do here? What are the things I want to do here? Thank you for that, Chalks. Thank you for that, Chalks. I appreciate it. A2, A3. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is going to be painful to implement. This is horrible. This is horrible. I don't want to do that. I don't, because then you have to figure out, okay, which piece could actually move into this spot. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. We're just going with my standard int row, int column. Int row, int column. And we, this makes moving on a chessboard a little bit easier in my mind. Let me think through this here. What I would do here is, given a position, I want to get back an IEnumerable of positions I can, the positions that I could move into. The positions I could move into. So every piece here is gonna do it. And so the iChess move will able to give a piece this. This is why I'm saying this might make more sense as a delegate rather than an interface. It might make more sense as a delegate rather than an interface, because then I don't have to say inherits to interface. Instead I say it has a delegate that we pass into it. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be better as a delegate. Can I do public delegate chess move? Okay, so now we're saying any method that takes in a position and returns an IEnumerable of positions, it can be called a chess moves. This is just a thing that kind of gets confusing for some people. This is where, what are people's thoughts on this? Should we use a delegate or should we use an interface? Delegate or interface is a question here. One of the things I like about making it a delegate is I can create a static class. A static class that says bishop moves. And it happens to be this delegate. So I have one class file that puts it on it. Hero Fox, sorry. Let's I'm sorry I lost you here. I wait until I've seen all the ways I use it before deciding. Until I've seen all the ways I use it before deciding. Yeah. That's a better approach than what I'm doing. I'm trying to reason through, okay, what do I want to do here? I think writing the test might make sense. Bullets, welcome back to the stream, folks. Whack-em Wednesday. Tonight, Wednesday, Whack-em Wednesday, only on Science Streams. Go check out Whack-em Wednesday tonight. I'll be there. You'll be there. We'll all be there whacking them on our, is it Wacom? Drawing stream. Whack-em Wednesday is where we draw stuff over on Science Streams. I like to join you. I'm doing fabulous, Science. I'm doing fabulous. All right. tests are good here because you already have a well-defined problem space. Exactly. Hero Fox, I'm going to explain delegate to you real quick. All right, so I'm going to explain the delegates to you here real quick. This is a feature of C# and other programming languages have this, where we can specify a type of method. Here. So we're saying a method that accepts a position and returns an enumerable of positions can be referred to as chess moves. And this is why the name here might need to be better. Let me create a new file here called and chess. Hang on, we'll do this public static class chess move logic. Okay, chess move logic. We can do the following here. So I might write a method, public static enumerable of position, bishop moves. All right, let's do pawn moves. Okay, pawn moves here. This one's tricky because the pawn can only move in the particular version we do. All right. Anyway, so it's going to take in a position, and let's just do a yield return position, new position dot row +1. Let's say position dot column. Let's assume this is what it can get. So this is going to return an enumerable that has exactly one more position in it. Let's do another one real quick here and I'm realizing we're going to need a little bit more information here. Rook moves. Okay, rook moves. This one, chalks. We're not implementing an actual chess game, so the rules here are actually much simpler. So we're creating a chess puzzle game. We actually don't have to identify valid moves in a chess game. All right. So we might do this. The rook has these moves. The pawn has these moves. And I'll explain that in just a second, Chuck. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'm happy to do it again. Okay, so we have this thing here. What I can do now is I can say, let's say I have a class, public class chess piece. A public class chess piece. What I can do is I can say that a chess piece, when we construct it, we're gonna say a chess piece has a string symbol. This is gonna be the thing that it shows, but it also has a chess moves algorithm here. So chess moves, notice this is the delegate here. And what I can do is I can say that, let's give it a property here. Private chess moves. Probably wouldn't make it private. I can set, let's get rid of this actually. I can set moves equal to chess move logic dot pawn moves. So this is sort of what's useful with the delegate. It kind of, if you're familiar with interfaces, it's gonna look kind of similar. Let's do chess move logic here. Chess moves, and we'll just assign it here, moves. When I construct these things now, it's kind of like interfaces, but in some ways it's a little bit simpler, because notice I'm not inheriting. I'm not saying, oh, this thing has an interface. I'm just saying, oh, there's these methods here. This thing needs a method that has this set of inputs and this set of outputs here. And so now if I wanted to create a public static chess piece, read only chess piece pawn is going to be equal to a new chess piece symbol P, and then chess move logic dot pawn moves. And I could say, okay, this thing here, pawn, bishop, B, and then we get, this should be rook, R. So now I don't need to have an interface and say, okay, now I'm gonna have a chess piece that inherits eye moves, or have to make a subclass that is that. We end up with just being able to use it this way. So I don't have to use an interface. In fact, I actually don't need this at all. It's just shorthand. That means we can use it here. TBD Gamer, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, TBD Gamer? TBD Gamer, what were you up to? What were you doing on your stream? It's nice to have you with us on this beautiful day. Let's give a shout out, TBD Gamer. Folks, if you haven't seen the TBD Gamer, why won't it let me give you a shout out? What's going on here? TBD Gamer, folks, TBD Gamer just rated us. Thank you so much for that. Be sure to give him some love. Click that button. Be sure to check out TBD Gamer. How was your stream? What were you working on? Welcome to Captain Coders Academy. Raiders, nice to have you here. Thorulf, it's nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you, but give TBD Gamer some love. Thank you so much for rating us. We're in the process of designing, oops, I shimmied, I shammed, and I ruined the screen there. We're in the process of logicking our way through a chess puzzle game. Mention to applies as he has to run. No worries. Thank you, Junicus. Thank you for letting us know. But TBD Gamer, happy to have you. Thank you again for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. If you're not aware of who I am Captain Coder. Captain Coder is me, and I wear many hats. I wear many hats. My main hat, the main hat I wear is I'm a computer science teacher. I teach computer science and programming at a school for ages 10 to 14. And on this stream, we dedicate our time to creating educational projects. We're creating a space to learn and code and grow together as a crew. Learn and code and grow together as a crew. So welcome aboard. If you have any questions, which one of the hats is the teaching hat? Interesting. It's one of these hats here. Yeah, so we do have a hat redeem here for 1,000 channel points. We add a hat to the stack. So it resets after each break. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a hat in here you can't see. Maybe I'll swap these out so you can actually see the different colors here. There we go. We did a pop and another push here. There we go. Why? Go on. We're 5 hats deep, folk. 5 hats deep. All right. So I'm just playing around here thinking about this. We were discussing delegates in C#. So a stack rotate, exactly, Mizzard. A delegate in C# allows. Thank you for the hat redeem, Dragon Spirits. Thank you for the hat redeem. We'll add a hat to the stack. Try and alternate the color here. Let's add a hat in. Thank you for the hat redeem. Create hat stack app when it's true. When soon, someday. TBD, Captain Chica hat stack app. When I was thinking we might make Hatris. We might make a Hatris game. That could be fun. We play Tetris sometimes. Thank you for the first Dragon Spirit games. Are we going for a hat stack over again? Look, folks, if we get enough hats. If we have a hat overflow, that means I run out of hats. If I run out of hats, everyone gets 1,000 points. Everyone gets 1,000 points if I run out of hats. Hatchnoi, Towers of Hatnoi, yeah. Junica's exactly, Mizzard. Every piece is a hat. Someone said, well, is it Tetris copyright? Isn't Tetris copyright? That's why we gotta make it Hatris. Those hats fall down, it'll be a whole new spin on smashing the stack. True story. True. If one hat falls off, we get 500 points. Little nod just for today. If a hat falls off, you get 500 points. You have a lot of hats saved. We do. We ran out of hats the other day. We did. Oh, Dragon Spirit wants us to play Tetris. All right, folks, we're gonna get Tetris. We're gonna get Tetris going here. I was smart. People have been redeeming this one, so I brought my socks out. I got my socks here. You're like the guy in the kids' book, caps for sale. Yeah, the guy with the caps for sale. I got socks this time, so I don't have to walk across the house to get socks for the Tetris redeem. This one, the Tetris is happening a lot. Thank you for the Tetris redeem, Dragon Spirit Games. We're gonna do Tetris on a treadmill here. I'm gonna see how far we can get. Bear with me just for a second. While I get these socks on, get my shoes on, we're gonna turn our treadmill on. We're gonna go for it. Dragon Spirit Games, and now redeem more hats. I see what you're doing. All right, Dragon Spirit Games. What speed do you want me to be running at?
We did 5 miles per hour yesterday. We did 5 miles per hour. So do you want to be mean and make us go faster? So I'm setting up, folks, I got a treadmill. We're setting up our treadmill here under the desk here. You did 5, all right, we'll do 6 today. We'll do 6 miles per hour. 6 miles per hour. All right. All right. We'll see if we can do it. We couldn't win yesterday. Yesterday I lost. All right. So here's the thing. If we get a double S, if we get a double S, everyone gets 2,000 points. If we get an A, everyone gets 500, and just a single S, everyone gets 1,000 points. Below that, if I lose, well, that's just sad news. All right, let's get this treadmill. All right, treadmill, we're speeding it up. We're working it up. All right, here, let us switch to our desktop here. Get some, zoom this out here. Get, before I get my speed up too high. If you lose, we all have to watch longer up to the points again. It's true. That's exactly right. All right, let's get Steam open. I think I've been thinking about adding just a plain old treadmill redeem, which would be good for my health. All right, let's start my workout here. It's gonna record my heart rate for us, so we'll know where we are. I'm not at 6 miles per hour yet. I'm just getting this loaded up here. Let's get Tetris Effect loaded. I think we need to create a Tetris game that's attached to Steam, attached to the stream, so you guys can send me help or not some help while we're playing here. All right, we'll bring it over. Let me disable my audio here for VLC. For some reason, my Stream Deck doesn't connect anymore. Okay. All right. I get zapped when I play this. Yeah. Plain old treadmill. We just need to get a treadmill, a plain old treadmill redeem. Oh, this is the wrong remote. I was like, why isn't my speed going up? All right, let's get this. All right. Treadmill speeding up here. Treadmill speeding up. All right. We're going 6 miles per hour. 6 miles per hour here. How are we gonna do with all these hats on? All right. Let's do journey mode. Let's do journey mode today. Let's do on normal. All right, we're gonna go here. The first journey. Is this the right one? Hang on, is this the right journey? The deep. Yeah, here we go, folks. Are you ready? I don't know if is the volume coming through for you guys? I can't hear it. All right, here we go. Can we Tetris? All right, coming in hot here. All right. Oh, I've already made some terrible mistakes, but that's okay. We're on a road to recovery right out the gate. We got to figure out how to recover here, but that's okay. Some people love Tetris. Some people like me are Tetris fanatics. There we go. Clear that line out. Bring this down. Drop that in there. Drop it in there. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was a mistake. That's okay. Oh no! I have 2 slots over here. Got 2 slots over here. That was bad. My eyes thought we only had 1. Thank you for looking out for my health. I appreciate it. That's why we have this here. You guys get to watch me get a little bit of exercise in. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you find this entertaining. Hope you find it fun. Not too annoying. And if it is annoying, no, it's just a brief reprieve from the coding. Here we go. What button do I press to do the zone? This version of Tetris has a thing called the zone, which lets you sort of pause the game for a moment. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Still have some stuff. Making progress. Ooh, that was bad. But it's okay. We're gonna recover here. Like that. Bring this in. Bring it in here. Drop that. Here we go. Boom! Tetris. Tetris. Here we go. Coming across. Whew. A little bit spicy. It's warming up. I forgot to open my window again. So the heat in this room, it really starts getting hot. Getting sweaty. Sweaty, folks. I'm a sweaty captain sometimes. I do sometimes play better at higher speeds because I just have to start focusing harder at higher speeds. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna save that though for emergency. All right, 2 more levels to go. 2 more levels to go. Whew. Whew. Maybe I should have put it on the harder difficulty. I think I might have put it on too easy of a difficulty for us here. But that's okay. We're gonna make it through. Try not to think too hard about it. But I can't help myself. Tetris is a thinky game. In my mind, it's a thinky game. Making sure get those pieces in good spots. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Bring it across. Isn't this Tetris game crazy? I think this Tetris game is beautiful. Beautiful game. Here we go. Like that. Oh no. Oh no. Things are going bad. I've made some terrible mistakes here today, folks. And I hope you'll forgive me. Coming in spicy. Oh man, this is rough. This is rough stuff. All right, a little bit of recovery there. A little bit of recovery. It's okay. It's all right. Bring it down. We'll get there. Here comes the line piece. There it is. There it is. A little bit of help for us there. A little bit. Oh man, this is bad. I'm usually much better than this. I'm dying. Whew. It's spicy. Sorry for the terrible Tetris play. The Tetris play in here is this some of my worst Tetrising. Some of my worst Tetrising I've seen on stream. Oh. It's hot. It's hot. Put me through the ringer. Boom. Just start clearing some of these things out. Like this. Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize I put it on the easier mode. I thought this was gonna be a little bit harder. Getting too confident. Getting too confident with it. Oh man. I am sweaty. Feeling that heart rate. Coming up. Mendoza, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, friend? It's great to see you. Hope you are having a beautiful day, wherever you happen to be in the world today. All right, here we go. Oh, the colors, they're so beautiful. This game is so beautiful, folks. There we go. Whew. Final level. Oh. Here we go. We ready? We ready? Only speed 4. That's okay. I'll try and make it go fast. Try and make the pieces fall faster. Boom. Boom. Ooh, that was the wrong piece. It's okay. Sometimes we make mistakes, happy little mistakes. Happy little accidents. It's all about how we drop the pieces into the wrong spots during our recovery. It's okay. It's okay. We're almost there. We're almost there, folks. And then we can wipe ourselves down, pick ourselves up. Happy little Tetris pieces. Got the happy little Tetris pieces, folks. All right. There it is. Give me something I need. Give me something I can use. Happy little Tetris pieces. Everything's falling into place now. Look at that. Look at that. What luck. What luck. What luck we had on those series of pieces there. Boom. Very beautiful set of pieces came to our rescue. All right, another one. Drop this in there. That was nice. That worked out grand. Whew. We're almost there. I don't want to do that. There it is. Boom, 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 chicka boom, boom, chicka wow. Coming in spicy, folks. Getting hot in this room. Just a few more, 5 more lines. 5 more lines, all we got. All we gotta do. 5 more lines. 5 more lines, let's see if we can do it. We're almost there. We're almost there. One more line. One more line. Let's see if we can turn it into a Tetris. Let's see if we can get 4 more. 4 more. The next line finishes the level. Let's see if we can get a Tetris in here. Oh, we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen, folks. Boom. Boom. There it is. There it is. I think that's the last part of the one. Sorry that one was so easy. I thought we had a harder difficulty. How do we do? How do we do? The Running Man escape room, we got an A. We got an A. Everyone gets 500 points. 500 points in here. My high score on this one, look at that. My high score on this one is 90,000 points. So I did pretty bad. Look, Moonness. It's as healthy as it can get. Tetrising. All right. That wasn't too bad. Dragon Spirit Games, thank you so much for the redeem. Let's close out of here. Let's close out of here. How do I exit? I can get out. 6 miles per hour. We almost got it. We almost got it. Woo! Managed to finish. 30,000 points. My high score on that level is 90,000. 500 points to all of you. We got an A score. A score in there. All right, folks, let's hit the stop here. On our stopwatch, not bad. 135 calories burnt. Stop the treadmill. Woo. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the results here. Woo. We done did it, folks. We done did it. We got maximum heart rate 152, average heart rate 135, maximum heart rate 152. We burned 136 calories, 1,400 steps. Not that many. That'll be more. Whew. Thank you so much for that. We done did it, folks. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna wipe myself down. It's a little bit spicy in here. We're gonna clear off a little bit of the sweat. We'll be back. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Captain Coder will return momentarily. Hang tight, everybody. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we're back. Oh, we gotta put the hats back on. Hats back on. Hats on. That's hot with the hats. Ah, there we go. All right, folks, thank you guys so much for the redeem. Dragon Spirit Games. Moon is saying 136 calories. That sounds like a lot for the amount of steps. So Moon is the step monitor on mine doesn't tend to do well. It's based off my heart rate. The amount of calories burned is based off my heart rate versus my actual weight. So my heart rate was average of 135 for 10 minutes and 25 seconds. So that's sort of where that calculation comes from. And I weighed 235 pounds. Is that right? I might weigh less now here. I haven't weighed myself in a little bit, but that is how that calculation is actually done. It's not based on the amount of steps. It's based, your heart rate determines how many calories you're burning. So my heart rate was elevated because we were running. You're going to burn more running than you are from walking. So steps per calorie feels like maybe not the most accurate measurement. Okay. Yeah, we're doing 6 miles per hour on that one. I will say that my watch doesn't do the steps well while I'm on my treadmill, trying to keep my hands placed. So just to show you, so I when I'm playing, I'm holding the gamepad and then I'm holding it against the desk so it doesn't move. Because I accidentally press buttons if it's moving. So the number of steps is always off a little bit, especially when I'm at my computer on the treadmill. I should have looked. The treadmill actually counts them. I should have looked. It's probably actually more than that. Not that it's that big of a deal. Not that it matters all that much. All I know is I got myself a little workout in. Little tiny workout. Okay. So we are in the process here. Running burns average 4K per step. Most of those devices count K burn much higher than it actually burns. It's based off my heart rate. Moon is. It's based off my heart rate. Counting every... just so you know, calories per step feels like the silliest, most inaccurate measurement of all time, because it has nothing to do with your metabolism. Has nothing, in my mind, basing it off your heart rate feels more heart rate plus weight. So it's like how hard you're working is like the more accurate measurement. I suspect it's a pretty close measurement. The number of calories burned. It's over a short period of time, so. Do you know about any good sites for learning how to code with, which you don't have to pay, Slaco? There's a couple resources I use. What's the yield mean and yield return? Good question, Hyper. We'll answer that in just a moment. All right. I love C#. I think C# is a fantastic starter language. So I have a website, a workbook I'm creating and working you can use. C#, CaptainCoder.org, Adventures in C#. Completely free, interactive workbook for learning how to program in C#. Sleek Joe? Is it Sleek Joe? If that book doesn't work for you, if you don't like this workbook, that's also okay. Another free option is the Yellow Book for learning C#. Oh no. Yellow Book C#. Is this site gone? Rob Miles. This book here. Oh, I'm gonna have to update that. They've changed that URL no longer works. Rob Miles Yellow Book here. My name means Lollipop, so you can call me that instead if it's easier. If you'd prefer, I can call you Lollipop. I'll call you Sleek. Is it okay if I call you Sleek? If that's not correct, let me know. I'd prefer getting close to how it's spelled there. Hyper says, what's the yield mean in yield return? That's an excellent question. Let's look at what this means here. Let's make a .NET new console app, and we'll call this game. Okay, so let's look at what yield means. What does yield return mean? In context here, essentially it is saying that we are gonna slowly populate this IEnumerable, where we're gonna wait to return it until we actually need it. So this, in some languages they call it streams, in some languages they call it lazy, in some languages they call it thunks. A yield here is saying return one thing and then pause execution. So let's look at this real quick. Let's open up, one sec. CD game. I'm gonna open this up here so we can look at what yield return does. Let's write a method. Public IEnumerable public, it doesn't need to be public. So IEnumerable of strings, yield return example. All right. Return would expect me to return an IEnumerable. So return here. So if we just wanted to return a string, I could do return hello. This will return the word hello here, right? If I do an IEnumerable of type string, I could make a list. I can make a list of strings. It turns out that list results is an IEnumerable. I could return our results here, and I could do results.add hi by like this. Maestro Corp. Hello, I'm French, but I need help in searching for someone who can help me with the EXO in Assembler program. Very easy, but I'm a noob.
Pay attention.
I'm not familiar with EXO. With an are you saying example? So an IEnumerable is an interface that says anything that can be iterated over. Anything can be iterated over. We can do the following for an IEnumerable, where we can say yield return hello, yield return goodbye. Yield return goodbye. So let's look at so to see what's going on here, let's do a console.writeLine entered method. Done with hello. And then we'll do done with goodbye. Okay, so check, this is really interesting. Assembler exercises. Someone on the Discord might be able to help you with that. There's a help section if you want to post your question on the Discord. Maybe we'll have some people with that. I don't know that we have a bunch of assembly. We have a handful of them, but I know there's not a couple of people here that do it, I think, on a regular basis. But feel free to post it on the Discord in the ask for help. So if I do IEnumerable result equals yield return example. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna do a console.writeLine hello world. All right, hello world here. Or program exited. Program exiting. 6 miles per hour. Thank you, Crizzy. A program exiting. Program started. Okay. So the question we want to ask is, what will the output of this program be? What will the output of this program be? To know what yield return is doing, it's kind of helpful to do this. So the output of this program, any guesses what the output will be? Which of these lines, and maybe I should do, to make it a little bit easier to do here, we'll label this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So these are things. So this program, we know it's going to do 1 for sure, and it's going to do 2 for sure, but the order is going to be 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. My guess is 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. Let's run it. 1, 3, 2. So we do a .NET run. It's compiling, so it takes that. So yeah, we get 1 and 2. 1 and 2 outputted. Super interesting here. When we have an IEnumerable, it actually says, well, I'm not going to do anything until you have to access something from the enumerable. It says, I'm not going to do anything until you actually use this thing. So it does lazy evaluation. So this is surprising. This is surprising. If we do for each string s in results. So now we can say go loop through all of the strings in this result. We'll do a console.writeLine s. Yeah, Kuwani, task. This is where it's like these yield things are interesting depending on what's going on here. I think so it's a little bit different. This one is going to do program started, entered. Let's run it. Let's run it and look at it. Let's run it and look at it. Let me put the terminal output here. It's a little bit harder to see here. Let me do a clear. Let's run it one more time. This is super interesting. Program started, Yield return says entered method. Notice we entered the method. The program entered the method. It yield returns hello, which invokes this to print. Then it goes back into the method, says done with hello, and then we get goodbye back. And then it says done with goodbye, and then we exit this loop and we program exiting. Something else we can do here is if we do if s is equal to hello, break. We do this and we run it. It'll enter the method, get hello, and then it never returns, it never continues running. Done with goodbye was called even though all the lines yield have been called. Yeah, it's because there are no more yield returns inside of the method. Yeah. It's because there were no more yields. So it's saying we're waiting. So yield return, it returns this and it says it's the whole reason. So here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting. Here's can I come up with an example here? Yeah, it's because it knows, the program knows there's no other yield after this, so it says, oh, go ahead and execute this thing. Does write line put output into the console even if the string s is undefined? If it's null, it will print a blank line. It'll print a blank line. That's a good question as well. C# REPL. Console.WriteLine null prints console here. Console.WriteLine null. I believe null's toString is a blank line. Yeah. Hello. And then console.WriteLine null. Console.WriteLine, which is interesting behavior after. Why didn't it print anything? The call is ambiguous. Fascinating. It actually doesn't let me call it in the REPL. Hang on, let's exit here. And if we put it here. I hope this answered your question about IEnumerable. Console. Console.WriteLine null. Whoa. Am I wrong? Yeah, it just prints a blank line. It's saying, hey, I don't like this. That'd be string question mark. Sligo, thank you for the suggestion. I'll take a look at them. Yeah, enjoy. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for the daily. Good luck with your points. Number 23, M Gamer. Welcome back to the stream. The reason I asked was because I didn't see a reason for done with guy to be printed if it returned goodbye. It's because there's no more yields. If I put another yield return the null down here, if I put a yield return null, it won't actually print done with goodbye. So let's do if s equals goodbye, break here. All right. This yield return here will actually we'll see done with hello goodbye. I don't think we'll see done with goodbye. This is a good question. Based on what we've seen before, this is a good question. .NET run. It's an interesting thought. Done with hello. It doesn't. Right? It says, oh, I returned this. It won't, it didn't execute this next thing. It says, oh, I don't need to do any more work. I'm going to wait for someone to give it. But if this yield return's gone, this is interesting behavior. It runs it. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't run it. Oh, hang on. Let me get rid of my break here. Yeah, done with goodbye. Oh, you know what? It is actually because this loop saying go until the end. So it keeps running and there was no more yield. There's nothing to get out, so it kept running. I'm wrong here. It's when I go to access a value, it says pull the next thing out. So I have it's because of the break, yeah. Kuani, thank you for the link. Let's check it out. You're looking at the decompiled code. Nice. We can look at that here. Yeah, it creates an iterator that we go through. Very cool. Yeah, this is a good site to use for this type of thing. I don't know if I've used this site specifically. Visual Studio lets you look at the intermediate build as well. If we go to debug, this is saying here, what does it get compiled to? So this is the code. This is what it gets compiled to, which is kind of cool. Anonymous, hello, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Just learned about generic list. Nice. Generics are good. We're about to do generics next week in my intermediate C# class. We're gonna be talking about generics next week, which I'm super excited about. It's such an interesting thing to teach programming. Such an interesting thing to teach programming. This is one of the reasons I actually feel like I didn't think I was gonna like Lua. I thought I was gonna dislike Lua because I tend to not like interpreted languages. But the simplicity of Lua, I think I love the simplicity of Lua. I like C# as a programming language. Very nice. I like the C# programming language, but I have to teach not necessarily bad practices, but you kind of have to introduce things in a way that says, like, here's this thing. So interpreted isn't what I meant. Language with dynamic typing is what I meant, Captain Chica. Dynamically typed language. Sorry, I didn't mean interpreted. I meant dynamically typed. So it does not have static typing. I tend to dislike languages that don't have static typing, but Lua is beautifully simple. I think it's an excellent choice. I'm thinking about teaching an intro to programming class in Lua. I kind of want to make a Lua Adventures in Lua class because it would be the language is tiny, simple, and doesn't have a bunch of bloat floating around it. And I kind of like that. I kind of want to make an Adventures in Lua book. This is my first term using Lua. I'm using it specifically with TIC 80, so TIC 80. And I'm kind of in love with it. The students are really picking up in it fast compared to things like Python. And maybe it's just my own bias against like not liking Python all that much. But yeah, I'm having a blast with it. All right, folks, we're coming up on the end of the hour here. So we got 4 minutes left on the stream. So I want to start wrapping up a little bit. I want to let you guys know what's happening. I might stream tomorrow. I probably won't. I will for sure be. I can't stream on Fridays. Napalm, I really like Go. I think Go is a fantastic language. I have a script for compiling Lua source code on Windows somewhere on my disk. Very cool. Yeah, I absolutely am falling in love with Lua, is what I'll say. I'm starting to fall in love with Lua. I'm considering creating an introduction class to Lua. I think it's a really good programming language to start with. I actually think it's a really good programming language to start with. Not only that, and I haven't done this yet. I want to write an interpreter for it. I think it would be a potentially perfect language, close to perfect language for teaching how to write interpreter, how to write a parser, how to write an interpreter. The parser is super simple. The language is designed in an incredibly simple, elegant way. So writing a parser, writing an interpreter, and writing a compiler. It's hard to find a language that does all three of those things. And it is a popular language for scripting. Exactly right, Hyper. It's a very, very popular language for doing scripting. But we've been going for almost 3 hours. I got to get to work in about a little less than an hour. 8:45, 7:53 here. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. But I'll be back on Saturday. I need to set up Code Monk. That is my biggest complaint with it. That's the one of the things I really like. Crizzy, great question. What is Lua interpreted, compiled? Lua is a programming language. I'll show you a little bit of it here. So I'm teaching a class this term called Creating Retro Games with TIC 80. And so I learned Lua. You're 2 hours behind. You woke up really early. Got you, Anonymous. not a moose. So Lua looks kind of like this. It is what is called an interpreted language. So the computer reads it line by line and runs it. So it doesn't have machine code. There's not an executable. There's not like a file you double click to run it. You need a separate program to run it. Compiled means it takes this code and turns it into an executable that can run. That's the easiest in my mind to do it. This code ends up getting translated into zeros and ones. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. We'll add one onto the top here. There we go. Thank you for the hat. You can say anonymous. Gotcha. Captain Anosa, thank you for the hat. Redeem. We'll add one up here onto the top here. Thank you for the hat. Fedora FBI hat, yeah. Thank you for the hat again, Anonymous. Thank you for another hat. Here we go. Which one do I want to put on here? We'll put this one on. Here we go. Thank you for the hat, Redeem. Captain Chica, 19 minutes. Sorry. Thank you for the hats. Did I miss one? Let me know if I missed one. We'll put another one on there. No hat overflow today. But this is a programming language called Lua. It's super simple. You don't interpreted versus compiled. Compiled means you take your program, turn it into zeros and ones. Interpreted says you have a separate program that runs the code for you. Runs the code for you. I hope that makes sense. That's it in a nutshell. But Lua is another programming language that I've kind of fallen in love with. Super simple. I want to make I think I'm going to make a class on Lua here. There's so many things I want. I have so many projects I want to do. Not enough time, not enough captains. That said, folks, if you like what you see in here, consider becoming a sponsor of Captain Coders Academy. You can do that over on GitHub. You could also join us on Ko-fi if you prefer. GitHub takes no fee. Ko-fi, there's a small, I pay $72 a year for Ko-fi. But guys, thank you guys so whoa, you almost got it. You did a woo-ha. Woohoo. I'll get the whoa in there for you. We're going to find someone to raid here, folks. I'm open to suggestions. Yesterday we raided Hello Comics, excellent person to raid. Andreas Sastev doing a Ray Live in C#, building a game engine. We might go see Andres Dev. Spirodon. Spirodon's pretty good. We were over there, 72-hour game dev stream. Wow. Been going for 52 minutes. 50 minutes, 50. He has 52 hours left. We might do that. In the Yoshi suit. Nice. Again, open to recommendations. If anyone has any thoughts, Too Much Tomatoes, an excellent game dev as well. We can go to game dev. We could go to other. Hello Comics was great yesterday. Yeah, awesome streamer. I love the stuff. Let's give a shout out real quick. Shout out to Hello Comics. Incredible stuff going on there. Do a little class. Where we'll be. I teach at a school, so if you're new here, I actually teach at a school online for ages 10 to 14, but I would put together, my thought here is actually to put together a website. It would be the whole Lua programming language I could fit into like a very simple website. C#'s so massive that I have five parts of this book planned, and I've only done part one. I'd make it kind of like this website, the Adventures in C# website. I kind of want Adventures in Lua because it would be really small, self-contained website. We might be working on that. I don't know what we're going to do. I have so many things going on. What do you guys think? Do you want to do some more programming stream? Do you want to do game dev streams? Do you want to do an art stream? Kells Bells is an awesome art stream. And I might run a course. If maybe this summer I could run a course, get some people to sign up and run it. How would people feel if I did live coding courses on Twitch? So sometimes I give lessons on Twitch. I'm doing a collab with Dimples next month where we're going to be doing that. Don't forget to join the Discord if you're not on the Discord. Love to have you there. So you can see all the things that are up and coming. Crumble of Pugs, Megabet. We haven't been there in a while. I kind of like checking out some new people too. If anyone have some suggestions for some new people, we haven't seen everyone just. There's a lot of people. A lot of people. You're welcome, Mendoza. You're welcome. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Got Paper Clay. RL Jones was nice. In your response text, you can. In your response text meant to be you can, not you and. Thank you. I'll fix it. Lil Nya, thank you. I'm going to put a note here. Fix typo in sponsor text. Yeah, folks, before we get out of here, too, be sure to follow Captain Enosa, working on becoming an affiliate. Give him some love. Just got to getting up to 50 followers. You can check for Captain Coder. Didn't catch much of the stream, but thank you and hopefully see you next time. Yeah, we'll be back for sure on Saturday. I might be back tomorrow. Can't come on Fridays. Usually I take Thursday, Friday off, but I've been having so much fun with it. We might be back tomorrow as well. Someone suggested RL Jones. Are they on right now? What do they do? Twitch. RJL Jones. Nope, they're not here. So I don't know them. If you have their full name there, let's go check Godot Programming. We could read Proton. Proton does assembly work. Oh, Jackie Codes just came on. Jackie Codes. I copied and pasted that and it didn't come up here. RL. Oh, they're live. Here we go. What are they working on? RPG Dev Stream Godot 4. Are they chatty? I'm not hearing them chat. They were with you yesterday. What is that? I'm scared. We might go there. I'm going to check this person out. We'll come back to them. I think we're going to go raid Jackie Codes. Just went live. Maybe we'll do Jackie Codes. I'm not sure. Kid Billy. Nothing against RJ Ill Jones. I usually like to have a camera and a voice. People tend to like that a little bit more. I got to check them out. Let's go raid. I know I was asking for suggestions. Auroral Games is awesome. All right, we'll go raid Auroral Games. All right, folks. We're going to go raid Auroral Games. Redmer, welcome back. I'm heading out, folks. Let's give a raid over here to Auroral Games. Remember to keep coding. Keep growing. Keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime, and I'll be back on Saturday. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.